what thing am I trying to use? There we go. Just more reverse. Just more reverse. I want to play other stuff.
The first maps actually came from stories,
Nautica,
about
Nautica,
hidden streams,
Nautica.
huge glaciers, and endless water.
Why can't I skip this?
Every journey has its challenges. So with
I have like 8 episodes left? Question mark. I did one. This was kind of just yapping. I don't even remember what they were talking about actually. Okay, this is when this is gonna be relevant. Oh, okay. It's just they're back in like the peace negotiation area where that one guy got assassinated. Sentinel gave Marsha some evidence about what she's been doing with investigations regarding Manus, and they're essentially finding out like, oh, Manus has been like fucking like dipping their fingers into a lot of politics right now, which is like, yeah, that's kind of their whole shtick. So yeah, just kind of that. So long hungry rats. What's this? 2 pounds of sugar.
6 years of war have deeply shaken the resolve and faith of our nation. It is clear to all that this war cannot continue any longer. Afraid of the loss of power that peace may bring to them, leaders across Europe elected to collaborate with the evil cult Manus Vindictae, sacrificing countless young lives in meaningless carnage. But carnage is precisely what Manus Vindictae desires.
Oh, what's up, Couch?
Unseen
You're gonna play
by all.
Cyberpunk?
The Viking
Alright,
influence
thank you for
has
watching.
long wormed its way into
Have
the
fun reliving the
leadership
night.
of every warring nation.
Hey, what's up, Joe? You know, before I finish reading that whole sentence and remembering your name, I really thought you were gonna do like you're gonna say you smell your own ass. I really can't explain like my thought process with that, but that's where my head was going. I just would like you to know that. Good morning.
But worry not. The conspiracy has been thwarted. Every treasonous general has been arrested and will soon face a fair court-martial. The heroes who bled for the fatherland are finally returning home, where we will welcome them with smiles on our faces and gratitude in our hearts.
But how you been?
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month
gotta be
of the
out
year 1920, this war will come to an end.
Charon should be coming out tonight during maintenance. I believe it's tonight. Weeks have passed since the assassination, and the desolate streets of Monpa have sprung to life again. Delegates from the belligerent nations gather on opposite sides of the road. Soft bowler hats and highs decorate the event, mixed with occasional peak cup caps and military epaulets, though now precious few. More dignitaries demand tighter security. Each nation came with their own detail, but the operations commander insists on further reinforcements from the Foundation.
Third routine patrol complete. No anomalies detected, sir.
God, I wish they did more with like the generic forces, because damn, I think their designs fuck. I think these are good designs.
No further warnings from the Arcanum Detection Group. Should we lower the alert level?
Maintain the current level. I need at least 2 squads on standby at the command post at all times.
Yes, sir.
Clad in white, Foundation security diligently carry out their orders. On the busy town road, the commander suddenly stops, eyes shut. He focuses, trying to sift through the din of stuffy conversation. He activates his communicator. The line sparks to life instantly.
Any response from Charles and Amanda?
Negative. They've been silent since they reached Hill 299. It's like we're calling into the abyss. Chances are they got snuffed out by the Manus. Luck can't be on everyone's side.
Even so, we need to recover the bodies.
What? So they can be buried with shiny medals?
The voice on the other end bites back with a sneer.
A couple minutes walk on the battlefield and I'll find you a whole pile of that scrap metal.
Any other signs of enemy activity?
Nope. Not a single trace of the Manus scum. Maybe all this military and political turmoil messed up their plans after all.
That's never the case. That's why the Manus is such an annoying antagonist. They always turn it around if their shit goes haywire.
Let's hope so.
Good morning, Asbestos.
Whatever the case, we need to get to the bottom of what happened at Hill 299. We can't afford to let any potential threats slip past us.
Already on my way there. How about seeing a psychologist when this is all over, Kratos? Maybe they'll finally cure your Manus Vindictae paranoia.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
He ends the call. In an unnoticed corner of the street, a grim figure walks along. Yeah, there he is. There's my boy. Sharon's work in Monpa is over, and even now, on the eve of a ceasefire, there are many corpses on the front line waiting for him. His disjointed thoughts dwell on the horse that once accompanied him. Get your
Will
fucking tail,
Andreas
horse.
ever return?
But loss has ever been his first companion. Resigned, he shuffles down the road away from Monpa.
Hey, sir! Mr. Charon!
Meryl runs up to him, arriving out of breath.
You leaving already? Marsha told me you're heading back to the front.
Bro, if she is breathing that heavily while she's wearing that, her face is fucking muggy. Like, I know that for a fact because of COVID. Her face is drenched if she's breathing like that. Oh god,
She
yeah.
speaks the truth.
Guild Wars 1.
And you are?
Am I excited for that? I'm not sure. I've never played Guild Wars 1, but they're, for anyone that's not aware, they're basically going to be doing what is the term? A remaster for Guild Wars 1. I'm kind of excited. I have to buy the game though.
Oh, right. You don't know me. But Marsha told me loads about you. You know Marsha, don't you?
Charon struggles to remember, piecing together Marsha's appearance from his shattered memories.
Yes. The night. I remember.
Great. I'm heading to the front as well. Do you want to... or, could you please join our convoy?
You wish for me to join you?
You know the front better than anyone.
Meryl digs into her pocket, fishing out a half bar of chocolate that has been carefully resealed and wrapped, slips it into Charon's hand. Oh, speaking of chocolate, I finally bought one of those chocolate oranges after like 3 years. Oh, I've been savoring that shit. God damn. I'm always a sucker for those things. I should have bought the dark. I should have bought the dark chocolate one though. I played myself by not getting that, by getting just regular chocolate.
Please, Mr. Charon, come with us. We could really use your help.
The front is still as death.
This quiet feel.
Halt's Maul, Rudolf. Why, damn it?
Soldiers in the trenches gaze up at the empty sky. The ceasefire has not yet been signed, but all military activity on the front line has been suspended. Yet the soldiers still man their trenches, hoping desperately to go home.
Why did Willy and Franz have to...
Eric rubs his face, his callous fingers twisting his features with stress. 6 hours have now passed since the last time a shell exploded or a machine gun rattled. Yet the quiet has a strangeness of its own. The faint cold wind shivers the lines of barbed wire with audible tense contractions.
So, who won in the end?
Does it matter?
Rudolph's head sways between a nod and a shake.
Then, should we start packing up?
Sure. You can finally take all those notebooks of yours back home. Weren't you planning to turn them into a book?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe once I stop being a soldier, my motivation to write will stop too. What about you, Erich? What will you do?
Make bread, I think. My family runs a bakery. I can already see it. My old man cracking open his finest bottle of Spätburgunder when I arrive.
Oh, how did they... Spätburgunder. Is that how you say it? Spätburgunder. Pinot Noir. German pronunciation. No! Ads! Spätburgunder. Close enough. Close enough. It's the thought that counts. I tried. An idea crosses Eric's mind.
Speaking of which, I bet we can go and ask the boys on the other side for some food and drinks. They've got wine and soft white bread. At least, that's what P.O.V. said.
I wouldn't mind some canned peaches.
Fine. I'll get you your peaches. I guess I really am your Hauptmann, huh?
He scrounges around for a bit of scrap cloth, then ties it to his rifle, intending it to be a peace flag.
Erich, do not hurry to leave the trenches. Have patience.
Charon slinks back into the trench without a word. Eric drops his rifle for now and steps toward Charon.
Oh, Charon, you're back. Any news?
Hey Orca, good morning. How's it going? How's Outlaws Trials that you've been playing for like a month straight now?
The delegations from various nations have arrived in Mompe. The armistice will be signed in 48 hours. It is best to avoid any unnecessary danger until then.
Don't perceive you? Why not? I have to perceive you.
But I'm starving, Charon. You didn't bring any food, did you?
Is that hard? I have not played Outlaws Trials since it came out. So I never got into the meta of how to play. And I have no idea like how difficult it actually is to play the game. Are you doing this solo or with people?
I did.
I swear to God, if you bring out that chocolate one more time, Meryl, I will slap you. You're doing it solo. Okay. Well, good luck. How many trials do you have left?
Who are you?
All I remember is the only character I remember is like the electric BDSM cop. 30. God, you know what was a fun time for me back in ye good old days? I used to do with some of my friends we would do climb up in difficulty for Left 4 Dead runs. Coil. Oh. I remember we were getting up to, yeah, we were getting up to expert. I think we were gonna try and start tackling realism. We just never actually did that. God, you didn't realize? What do you mean? Yeah, Left 4 Dead 4 has difficulties. Well, when I say Left 4 Dead 4, I'm talking about 2. God, can I even find the videos? Ruffle Knife? Do you still go by that name? God, what the fuck was your YouTube name? Was it Finetti? Does Finetti have some gameplay? Oh, I did find Finetti. I don't think he has anything. No. No, he does not have anything. Do you at least have a link to RK? Was it Markiplier? What do you mean? No. Anyways, while we were doing like these just grinding out difficulties, there was one time, and like if you played Left 4 Dead 4 2, and as you're climbing up, you will notice that there are very specific spots that are just very difficult while you're making that climb. I don't remember which map it was. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, dude. Left 4 Dead 2. I don't remember which map it was, but there's a small section where you're climbing on top of warehouses, and that's a very popular spot for a horde to spawn. There was one time when we were dealing with a horde, we were still trying to figure out like how we were like gonna go about it. Like we all had like our quote unquote roles. Like I always took melee weapons and it's a 3-shot. I don't remember the name of the 3-shot gun, but I would always take that. I would always take a melee weapon, and I was always up front, crouch walking. Like we all had stances of where we were standing. One time the horde came in that specific area, we were fucking up. It was me and one other guy. We got left behind. One of our other players, like we even had like assigned like bomb throwers. Like I always had Molotovs. We had a guy that always had boomer bio. We had a guy that always used the pipe bombs. We had a guy, he threw a Molotov, he missed, and he fucking threw it at me and my friend, and we just fucking evaporated in like 2 seconds because of the damage. That was the first time I've ever heard that guy that threw the Molotov. That was the first time I'd ever heard him like be genuinely like sad about what he did. It was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. While me and my friend were like, oh, we're dying. God, there was there was one time I was getting so annoyed with us trying to make progress with a certain stage. Oh, absolutely. I think basically everything. I think expert realism, once you get to that difficulty, everything's just a one tap. But yeah, there was one point where I was getting so frustrated with us making progress on a stage. We were getting swarmed by special infected. I just said fuck it, and I just left on my own, and I just made a straight beeline to the safe house, and I fucking shit you not, as I was running, the game spawned a witch directly in front of me. I saw that bitch manifest out of thin air in front of the safe house. That was a terrifying moment. Because I was so far ahead of everyone. If I had been taken down by the witch, yeah, in front of the safe house. And it wasn't even like I could get a good angle to get into the safe house and then kill the witch from the bars. Hell no, I didn't try and chance it. Aside from the witch, I also had like 3 different special infected chasing me.
The Foundation has issued food and drinks to be brought to the soldiers on the front. She is responsible for distributing them.
You know what? I'm gonna check something. This is something I've always felt crazy about. Left 4 Dead 2, can you break tank rock? Okay, you can do it. For the longest time, I thought I was going insane that you could break the rock that the tank throws at you. You can. I just looked it up. You can break it.
Yeah, more or less what he said. Right. I need a hand unloading these crates of beer. Any volunteers?
There's beer!
Is it an achievement? Oh my god. I don't know if I have it. Cuz I don't know if it would be like as long as you do damage to it and it breaks it counts, or you have to be the one that specifically gets a final hit on it. Let me check. Okay, I only have 2 achievements on Left 4 Dead 1. Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, I did not unlock that many. Midnight Rider, Ghost of Christmas Present, spread cheer by helping a free holiday player survive a campaign. Oh, I remember this. Free holiday players. Chaos Generator, have all 3 generators running at once in the sacrifice finale. Fallen Survivor, Shock Jock, Fried Piper, Clowned, Dismemberment Plan, Back in the Saddle, Qualified Ride, Kill Bill, Burning Sensation, Club Dead, Weatherman, Raging Cajun. Dude, there's a place in downtown. They used to do like blackened gator or like fried gator. They don't do it anymore, and I'm so upset about it because that shit was actually good. They slathered that shit in fucking spices. It was delicious. And they had like their own in-house sauce. God, it was so good. So that to the gators, yeah, the gators are delicious. Get one within like reasonable distance, and I'll tell them. Septic tank. Okay, I do not have the tank rock achievement. I am very sad. Okay, if I ever play Left 4 Dead 2 again, that's a goal. I'm gonna get that achievement. God. All the troops all rise at once, climbing over themselves to get out from the dugouts below. In an instant, the trench is packed wall to wall.
Hey, easy there. There's plenty to go around.
Boys! You're humiliating yourselves. Get in line and I'll choose a few of you to help out.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would if it ever had the chance. Eric calls out a few names, then turns to Charon.
Where's Meyer Braun?
He is needed in Mompe.
Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, he's got a backpfeife im Gesicht. But, ugh, who cares? The war's over. Forget it. You, and you. Come here and unload the crates for the nice Foundation girl.
How's this gonna go wrong? The food is passed from hand to hand until it reaches every soldier. Raw and despair still hang over the trenches, but they do nothing to dampen their appetites. Rudolph cups a butter cake in his hands, desperately afraid of it crumbling it. He hasn't seen such a soft and bright food in a long time. Then all at once, he stuffs it into his mouth. Eric hurries to his side, shoving a mug of golden lager into his hands.
Come on, Prost!
What do you want in the lake?
Fine.
Count me in. Prost!
Because I have Lois Griffin in the lake because of you.
Prost!
The metal cups tap rhythmically, shaping into a joyful and bright tune. Who? From far across the field, their clinking percussion is met with raucous singing voices.
What's that? Do you boys hear us singing?
Cheval. Oh, her. Yeah, I never played it. Okay. Is that her last name, Alomar? Okay. There's one character that Jack wanted in too. I gotta see if I ever actually added her in. I don't think I did. Gamers, I don't think I added her in. Shut up. Oh, fuck. Typo. I don't hate Jack. Dude, why is she so heavy? Oh no, there she is. There she is. Okay. How did I format your last one? Family Guy. I could have sworn I gave you the credit. Did I do it for Teto? Yes, I did. Okay. I already forgot what her name was. Okay, Alomar. I was getting it right. Random number generator. How far does this go up to? 1,000. I always gotta remember. One of 1,000, and she is 349. That should put her in legendary, I think. Oh no, it just puts her in epic. Dude, aren't you still have not gotten Teto. You have not gotten Teto yet.
I hear it too, from the other side. Why are they singing?
Oh, right. These are humanitarian rations. They've been given to the other side too. They're probably celebrating.
Eric jumps over the top, waving his whitish flag toward the other side.
Isaiah! Come on, boys. Let's make some noise ourselves.
What do you mean some funger bitch? Bella's a baddie.
Close to you bastards over there. You understand what I'm saying? Prost!
Santé! Auf den Frieden! Auf den Frieden!
You should. First game is fun, if difficult. It is. I had fun with it. The ceasefire celebration stretches late into the night. Charon watches the festivities crouched in a dim corner of the trench.
Hey, what are you doing holed up here alone?
It's his emo corner, Meryl. Despite his best efforts, he has noticed. Charon lifts his head.
The presence of the dead is not fitting among such joy.
What are you talking about? You fit in perfectly.
She waves a can of sausages and paper wrap candy.
I mean, I know you don't exactly eat much, but you can still enjoy the taste of the stuff, right? I even know a guy with a fish tank for a head who eats every once in a while. That said, I've never actually seen him do it. Does he just pour the coffee straight into his fish tank or what?
Creator shorts? What are those?
The offer is heard, but refused. Such things have better use to you.
Seriously? Aren't you ever hungry?
There is always hunger within me.
Let me see what that is. I'm putting it into Google. What the hell is this? Oh! Okay, that's a pretty cool concept. I'm looking. I want to know who this girl with horns is. I need to know her name. Like right now. It can be the second to last, it can be the first, it can be the right now. I need it right now. Who is she? Give me a name. Prophecy Child. Girl with horns. Oh, I've seen this on Shonen Jump. Well, I've seen the manga is there on Shonen Jump, like the collection. Okay, Orca, you have a job. You gotta get me the name of that horn girl.
But food should be saved for the living. Eat well while you can. Stay alive.
Well, you're not wrong, but I wouldn't exactly put it like that.
Mayuda? She's a lot like Power. So she doesn't bathe? Well, oh God, no, why? Why did they animate that? I'm not being weird about it. I'm being the opposite of weird. I'm being weird that they animated it. No, no. Canonically, power does not bathe. Power is as close. Holy shit. Power is as close to a Neanderthal as you can be in terms of her hygiene.
Come on, take it. Hound's always poking fun at me for eating too much anyway.
Hound?
Oh, never mind. Just take it, alright? It's not like it's easy to get a decent meal out here on the front.
No longer insisting on soliciting Charon's opinion, Meryl slips the cans into his coat pocket while touching the cold plastic wrapping of the chocolates.
Oh, at least try the chocolate in your pocket. It'll melt if you leave it in there much longer anyway.
Charon doesn't resist. He nods and slowly rises to his feet.
It is time. I left.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think she is. Oh, I just have some ones that are just flat out haven't been caught yet. There's Himeno. I saw Makama. I do not believe I have power in here. I've been reading Undead Unluck again. God, so good. So fucking good. So fucking peak. And then they did the rushed ending. God fucking damn it.
Alright. I still have some finishing up to do here.
Undead Unluck.
Won't be long. Just have to make sure everyone's got their supplies. Where are you heading anyway? If you wait a moment, I can come with you.
No. This must be done alone.
Damn, that's fucked up. That's genuinely fucked up. I've looked at Revenge of the Colon for you.
There is a message. One that must be sent off.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was like 2 years ago. Miss Recoleta, our editorial team is once again honored to receive your submission. We must say this new piece differs significantly from your past work. Filled with sincere reflections on war and peace, we find it deeply thought-provoking. After the war ends, we hope you'll visit us to discuss future publication. Exactly. Bow, 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 bow. I'll put it Issa Lloyd, because she's a freak. Not, you do not understand how much I hold on to it when I get pinged in a server. When people reply to me and they do not turn off the ping effect of replying, I hold on to it. Huh? I submitted something? I don't recall. Could have been that short story I sent to Verton? I just drafted an early novel concept and wanted her feedback. Did I send it to the wrong place? How? They actually like that draft. Well, first drafts are always the best and the worst. Please forgive me. In any case, it's not a draft fit for publication. It's not clear enough that they're replying to you when they specifically click on reply and have what you last said. In what they're typing. Why are you messing with me? Why are you joking with me? They remembered an ancient verse with whose meaning is lost to history. You need the yellow. You need the yellow paint. Okay, DSP.
Here you are, Eberhard.
Paul. It's good to see you, mein Freund. How's everyone holding up on the front?
Ain't no way you generally think DSP is good. He entertained. Yeah, were you really entertained when he was just jacking off on stream? Were you really entertained then, Norco?
They are celebrating this war's end, singing songs and drinking beer. It's peaceful.
Peaceful.
He repeats the words with satisfaction. Eberhard's spirit has changed significantly from the last time they met. Show me! Show me!
It's unexpected that the Foundation would allow you to move so freely.
No, my duty is done. I have no place in Montpé. No place among suits and politics.
my fucking god. That's great. He exhales, stretching in the crisp morning air.
That red-haired official agreed to let me go for a walk every once in a while. He said, someone will keep an eye on you. Whatever. It's getting cold. But I enjoy a crisp winter morning like this. It reminds me of our days as students.
Yeah, I do it with a PNG.
Remember?
You won't be able to get a good meme face.
He had to get up before dawn. I was lazier than you. I wouldn't wake up until you rode your bicycle to my window and shouted my name.
Then the two of us would miss Latin class, just as Walter did.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Latin class was hell. Walter. He was a good lad.
How do you know he doesn't have the yellow paint? Okay. Oh god. Oh, I almost said something absolutely vile. Oh god. Whew. Whew. Oh, thank God I was able to hold that in. God damn. Paul removes a crumpled envelope from inside his jacket.
This parcel is to be delivered to you. There's a letter within it from Herr Mühlenberger, addressed to those of us in Class 3.
Herr Mühlenberger? I was planning to visit him during my home leave, but... well, you know what happened back home.
Nah, you don't understand, Orca. What I would have said would have been genuinely an awful mental image.
But he doesn't have a clue about what happened out here. What use is this letter? You and I are the only two class members left since the fall of Montpé. All right. Let's hear it, Paul.
You don't know. Maybe I just talk to myself like this when I'm playing Reverse 1999 in bed. You ever think about that? Steadying his breath, Paul tears it open. He unfolds the letter.
Meine lieben Schüler und ehrenwerte Soldaten. Der Krieg hat einen kritischen Punkt erreicht. Und als euer Lehrer ist es meine Pflicht, euren Mut zu stärken.
My dear students and honorable soldiers, the war has reached a critical point, and, as your teacher, it is my duty to boost your morale.
Ich weiß, dass die Sicht auf den Krieg von der Front aus begrenzter sein könnte, als für uns im Vaterland. Lasst mich also klarstellen, der Sieg ist in unserer Reichweite.
I am aware that the vision of the war from the front lines may be more limited than for those of us in the fatherland. So, allow me to make things clear. Victory is within our grasp.
Obwohl das Leben an der Front hart ist, denkt daran, dies ist ein Opfer für eine größere Sache. Lasst daher euer Leiden süß sein.
Though I'm certain life on the front is tough, remember, this is a sacrifice for a greater cause. Therefore, let your suffering be sweet. Is Helsing good? I've never seen it.
Dies wird der glorreichste Moment eures Lebens sein. Und wie ich euch beigebracht habe, wird es uns vielleicht eines Tages gefallen, diese Dinge zu erinnern.
I've never seen Vampire Hunter D. I was about to say that because I knew that was a vampire series. There's a vampire in Undead Unluck. I know not like the first Castlevania series. I'll eat you. I will eat your face. But the second season they did. What was the name of that? Nocturne? Castlevania Nocturne. Yeah, it was Nocturne. I mean, Nocturne looks good. I feel like I'm being gaslit. Every single time I talk about the first Castlevania, people are like, "Yeah, the animation was so good." It's like, did I watch the same thing? Did I just have a fever dream about the frame rate? The frames per second in the Castlevania anime after season 1? Like, do I just have a stroke every single time I try and see it? It's like a slideshow sometimes. Like, the animation gets so stiff. After season 1, yeah. During season 1, it's there still. The stiffness is there, but it's not as prevalent as it is in later series. Like, there are some fights that are just very stiff looking.
Gefallen. Ha. Hört ihn euch an. Hat sogar Lucans Gedicht zitiert. Oder war es Virgil?
I've never seen any of the animes.
Es ist höchstwahrscheinlich Virgil. Hat ihn unten zitiert. Ardentis Fortuna Iovat.
It is most likely Virgil. He has quoted him below. Fortune favors the bold.
Das Zitat über das Erinnern. Wie sagt man es nochmal auf Latein? Forsan. Haec. Und dann was?
The quote about remembering things. How do you say it in Latin again? Forsan, hike, and then what? It does. Oh God, the music is so good.
Eberhard.
The et is missing. Eberhard.
Forsan et haec. Olim memenice juvebit.
And perhaps it will please us one day to remember these things.
Ja, genau das. Dieser alte Fatzke. Hat geschummelt.
I generally don't know
das
if they'll ever animate Berserk again. Not unless he gave permission to his friend to like have a say on if they can make another anime. Yes, that's it. That old fart. He cheated. These aren't even his words.
Was für ein Dummkopf. Weiß nicht, wovon spricht.
What a fool. He doesn't know what he's talking about. After a bitter laugh, Ulfar is silent for a moment.
Pa, I'll never be pleased looking back on any of this.
I don't know, dude. There's some arcs that would go absolutely hard if they had an anime.
If I have children one day, how will I tell them about all this? I sent our fellow countrymen directly into the line of fire, a death trap, knowing full well that the enemy would retake the ground in mere hours. Young lives, lost one after another. And for what? Some senseless orders?
Okay, the boat arc is unironically, it's a fun arc. Considering the context of Berserk, it's a fun arc. Cause you have other characters taking the spotlight for that arc. Like basically all the crew members of that ship, when they have that battle with the pirate, that's a very good moment. It was very fun to watch, like how confident his crew was that they would just like beat the shit out of the pirates. And then it leads into the Sea God arc. The Sea God arc is so good. Like that whole entire finale section where he's being like destroyed by the heartbeat of the Sea God, that was a good moment. That was so cool.
I've heard enough. Put the letter away.
Paul slowly folds up the letter. Eberhard, however, snatches up the letterhead, crumples it into a ball, and throws it into the weeds beside the monument. There is no more fighting, and for the first time in a long time, the day passes without the thunder of artillery. The sunlight falls on blades of grass, tombstones, and birds in the air. Their songs finally can be heard once more.
This feeling. I've never felt it before. It's as though, for this one moment, I can... No. I have already taken control of my future.
Like if I could get like any singular arc animated, it would be the arc when Guts gets the Berserk armor for the first time.
I'd forgotten how good it feels to be alive. For the first time in a very long while, my heart feels light, mein Freund. The choices I've made may be irreversible.
Oh yeah, that's because it's always the golden
but
age.
I've made up my mind. There is only one path for me now.
And like the unfortunate downfall of Berserk is that they can't really ever animate the early parts that aren't flashbacks, because there is some gruesome stuff that happens. Like even putting aside the horse, like I think the second major arc that isn't the Golden Age is when Guts essentially burns a village full of children. He looks to the top of the hill and starts climbing. But Berserk is a fucking fantastic series. I'm genuinely upset at the people that are... What is it? What is the name of his friend? Berserk. Current author. Yeah, the people that are saying that Berserk died, that Berserk ended when the original author ended, the people that are saying that, I cannot express how much I dislike their opinions. Because so Mori, just from the stuff I have read, which I have read a little bit of Suicide Island, but I finished Holy Land. I read Holy Land and I finished that shit. And that is a series that I very much want to go back and reread again. Mori, in terms of continuing Berserk, I think is a perfect person to do that. I'm not Suicide Island. I'm talking about Holy Land. Because Mori just already understands the difficulties of humanity, the difficulties of being alone as a human, and what kind of things that will like make you attempt to do, and finding the hope, finding the ability to overcome that. And like Holy Land is essentially the exact same thing as Berserk, but like in a more grounded setting. Like the main character, he's fucking miserable until he actually starts making friends because of changes that he did so that he could get out of his own rut. And the current arc that's going on with Berserk, I think Mori's gonna be able to do that beautifully with what's going on currently. Morning. He looks to the top of the hill and starts climbing.
Do you not wish to continue your studies? Your writings are surely safely stored in the school's archives.
I need to read Holy Land again. It is such good fighting manga.
Would you return to school, Paul?
It is unlikely, but you still may.
Trying to ask if Carol would go to school when he's the very aspect of war and death.
For what? For knowledge? A diploma? That might have mattered to the old me.
Yeah, it's very seldom, but there are things I have a genuinely good opinion of. Okay, yeah, this is a gacha game, but this is a gacha game where the writers are fucking like literary bodybuilders. Again, it goes back to the entire chapter that was nothing but a giant Latin American literature reference. It goes back to that fucking chapter and how they just fucking pulled that out of their ass. Like the writers for Reverse 1999 should be writers for legitimately something else. They can make incredible work.
But I'm no longer that boy.
Eberhard.
It's too late, mein Freund. Far too late. I need some time alone. Please, write a reply to Herr Mühlenberger for both of us.
The weather is unseasonably mild, and Eberhard begins to climb the hill like a student on a field trip. The sunshine and brisk air make the world feel new.
The war is over, Paul. The sky is so blue.
Just as it always was.
Just as it always was. Well said. Farewell, mein Freund.
He waves, turns, and walks away. Paul stands and opens his notebook.
Sehr geehrter Herr Müllenberger, Ihr Brief wurde von Ihren Schülern wohl erhalten.
Your letter has been well received by your students.
Sie haben gemeinsam die dunkelsten und härtesten Zeiten durchgestanden. Aber nun sind der Kummer und das Leid zu Ende.
They have endured the darkest and hardest of times together, but now the sorrow and pain have reached their end.
Sie zeigten Mut und Treue, doch diese Tugenden wurden zu einer Last, viel zu schwer für ihre jungen Schultern.
They showed courage and loyalty, yet these virtues became a burden, one far too heavy for their young shoulders to bear.
Deshalb werde ich ihnen keine leeren Worte mehr aufbürden.
Therefore, I will not pile on any more empty words onto... God, that is a fucking good
Der
line.
Krieg hat diese jungen Männer in etwas ganz anderes verwandelt. Das Wissen, das sie ihnen vermittelt haben, ist nun nutzlos. Und sie werden nie wieder ihre Lehren hören.
War has shaped these young men into something else entirely. The knowledge you imparted is of no use to them now, nor will they ever again hear your teachings.
Zu diesem Zeitpunkt muss ich Ihnen mit schwerem Herzen mitteilen, dass alle Ihre Schüler aus der Klasse 3 sind gefallen.
All of your students from class 3 have fallen.
Mit besten Grüßen, ein toter Mann.
With best regards, a dead man.
Dies schließt die Aufzeichnungen des Soldaten Paul Haumann ab.
I actually need a moment. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, God. Ooh. It was like I know I was talking a lot during that chapter, but just that chapter, that one, I don't even know what to consider these episodes, chapters. Like the writers of Reverse 1999 are generally very good. They make some weird decisions sometimes. I don't know if those are decisions made by like people above them, like directors or something like that. But their overall ability to write, aside from things that are left ambiguous, is very good. Charon arrives at the cemetery to meet with his old commander and comrade in arms. Both of them know that this will be the last time. Letter to the Foundation Messenger. My dearest Colleen, I don't even know how to feel writing this. The front has gone quiet and the higher-ups are about to sign an armistice. The war is ending. I should be coming home to you. That's how it was supposed to be. There's a large amount of junk on the battlefield left from a recent encounter. Please head out and recover what you can. It may help us analyze the progression of the war, or at the very least assess potential soil contamination. 2. Collection expert. What once represented new beginnings now only heralds an end. Oh! It's a list of how the class has passed away during the war. Dietrich Becker died from shelling on 1916. Zimmerman died from shelling. Simon Miller was reported missing, then was confirmed dead. Miller's tag has been found. Bauer died from machine gun fire. Wagner died from an infection. Newman died of trench fever. Zimmerman died from shilling. Okay, so this was a brother to the other Zimmerman that died. So they both died from shellings. Kruger died from infection after being shot. Ben Becker died with an unclear cause. Walter Schmidt died from shelling. Paul Hellman died. Cause not listed. And then Eberhard Braun died. Cause not listed. Even now, her tears remain. Ladislas hasn't spoken a word since news of the ceasefire reached her sanctuary. He's been kneeling at the altar for days, having eaten next to nothing. Always thin, he now looks more like a ragged stone obelisk than a man.
What am I to do, mon petit chou? You will not so much as touch the biscuits I baked for him. Never have I seen him in such a state.
Who does ping me? Oh, it's a going live tweet. Ping. Ping. Not tweet. The woman clasps her hands to her chest, worried but helpless.
Ladislas.
She gently calls out to him.
The war has ended, not as he foretold. It may take some time ere he is able to free himself of his guilt. Cher Ladislas, keep thy heart in the Lord, for he shall forgive us no matter how great our missteps.
The good and pious woman stops herself from saying more. There's no line of reasoning sufficient to break him from his watch.
Marie, I beg thee do something. One way or another, we all must return to Rouen in the coming days.
She leaves without another word. Sentinel comes to Ladislas' side, but has no desire to interrupt his silent prayers. Her focus instead is on the statue of the crying girl.
Ladislas, you foretold that Agnes would return to herself come the end of the war.
She pulls out a handkerchief to softly clean the stone's unmoving face.
Yet she remains unchanged. Is there truly no way to revive our dear friend? Our family?
Once again, she receives only a humbling, guilt-ridden silence.
Marie?
She turns to the voice, finding it belongs to the woman that has become a regular visitor to their sanctuary. As usual, she brought food, this time some salami and dried cheese. After handing off the supplies, Marcia marches straight toward her.
What news from the front?
Some troops have already withdrawn. The rest will follow suit once the armistice is officially signed. Ladislas, he still won't eat?
Just leave him be.
She doesn't let Marcia dwell on the matter, returning to her work dusting the statue.
If you don't mind me asking, is this statue real?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure how to put this into words properly. It's just that I've never seen her move.
Ah, now your words are clear.
She gathers her handkerchief and takes a deep breath, the cold, wet morning mist filling her lungs.
This is Agnes, a distant cousin of mine. We share a great-grandmother.
She places her hand on Agnes's stone knee.
We took residence together until 1914, both at our clan estate in the suburbs of Rouen and in my rented apartment in Paris.
You were renting an apartment? As a gargoyle?
When the war broke out, I departed to join the army. Upon returning during my first leave, I found her in the cellar. It came to pass that, in my absence, she had turned herself to stone.
She can stay in this form as she pleases?
Only so long as her heart yet beats. Were she to turn to stone from within, she would be unable to restore her body to flesh. But Ladislas informed me of another possibility. He said Agnes's petrification was an extraordinary act of self-sacrifice, and that this sacrifice was also a prophecy. Gargoyles were not to coexist with this war. He said that a miracle would occur, that Agnes would be freed from her petrification. I thought it might have been true.
She glances toward Ladislas, still kneeling.
But I suppose it was not. Agnes has shown no signs of recovery.
There must be another way.
The gargoyle shakes her head, disheartened.
If only there were. If only I knew of one. But there is very little I know of our bloodline. While the young of my kin generally receive a traditional education from within the clan. My grandmother supported my decision to attend a secular school in my youth. I resided in a small rented apartment in Paris for some time, hoping to enroll at Lonsad. That was until the war broke out.
Sentinel forces herself to look into Marsha's eyes.
This war, well, you have seen the face of it. It takes but one shot to end a life. And this war has hurt millions. Friends, family, loved ones. I have lost far too many.
Marie.
Forget it. Tell me, have you yet time today?
What do you want to do?
Take a stroll. I have spent far too much time in the monastery.
After a long journey, they return to the field once soaked in blood.
A pilot?
Their earlier conversation still lingers.
Yes, that's what I wanted to be.
Why?
Many knights joined the Air Force at the time. They believed the sky to be the only battlefield that still maintained at least some semblance of knightly chivalry. It had more than the ground at least. Crawling through mud and digging trenches.
I loathe airplanes. They're exceedingly difficult to withstand from the ground. And the engine noise.
She swallows the complaints, not wanting to sound bitter. Marsha extends her hand over to her friend's back.
Relax. You don't need to fight them anymore. In fact, I'd wager you'll come to like traveling by plane in time.
She turns to the sea of grass rippling in the wind.
Corpses that lay yonder. Did you see them earlier?
No. Perhaps Charon had already buried them.
Ha, most likely. He is an interesting fellow, if not strange.
And kind too. Without him, you and I would certainly have fought again at the graveyard. Oh, that reminds me.
Suddenly she bends down, rummaging in the roadside dirt.
What?
You threw a smoke grenade at me.
Hey!
They laugh as they race down the dirt road, feeling more like children than soldiers for the moment, however brief. They come to a halt before the windmill, its colossal gears interlocking and turning, like the breath of a slumbering ancient giant. The slow creaking of the windmill becomes the only sound.
Marsha. Are you leaving?
No, I have plenty of free time today.
Not now. After the armistice. I know well that the Foundation has tasked you with keeping a watchful eye on me.
It's not exactly like that.
All is well. You may stay. So long as you do not lie. I shall even aid you should you require it. But do not attempt to persuade me to join the Foundation. I cannot abandon my family.
I know that. I'll be leaving after the armistice is officially signed.
It comes from the windmill.
Sounds like a horse to me.
A horse.
Horse! They cautiously approach the windmill's entrance. Sentinel moves ahead of Marsha, turning her body sideways, and hardens into stone to give a weighty push on the door. Does Sentinel have horns?
Wow, what a beauty!
I think they did describe her as having horns, like
A
officially.
horse indeed. What brings it here?
Oh, the flag. Did you hear that? The shelling outside has stopped. People are saying the nations have decided to sign an armistice. The war's ending. A miracle. My prayers were finally heard. Are we allowed to go home now? My kid's still waiting for me to come back. I can go back, right? It's safe now, isn't it? Wait, this has to be a trap from the military. They're spreading fake armistice news to lure us out, then draft us as reinforcements. Doesn't matter. I'm leaving anyway. There's no food left here. From former night, I hope you pardon my unsolicited letter. I understand that you're a psychotherapist who uses arcane skills to treat patients. The front has many soldiers suffering from shell shock, and innocent civilians have been affected as well. I believe they need your help. To Idealistic Doctor. Balloon party? I guess balloon party is good with children. I remember reading about a great war in a book I borrowed from Marcus. Is this war? Is this the war? Feels even crueler than what I'd read. So many people trapped in the gloom with no path forward. The storm brings chaos, but war is a man-made disaster. If my treatment can help even a little, I'll gladly offer it. It's literally your only use. Entrusted visions. People then, as now, nurture dreams worth sharing. My dearest cousin Ladislas, how oft thou art in my prayers. I trust with all my heart that Italy hath already begun to feel as home unto thee. I am told the folk there are warm of spirit and generous of hand. I can well believe thou hast found many a kindly friend upon thy path. Marianne and I do prepare for a journey into Austria, and our hearts are full of longing. For there lieth, as thou hast spake so oft, the very heart of the new art. I yearn to lift mine eyes onto the golden tracery crowning the Secession building, whilst Marianne doth dream of wandering through the galleries and little shops of the winer. I'm not even going to say that part. We have set our minds upon the Karlskirche, for great Baroque church. They say its 19 stained glass windows shine as jewels, and its nave holdeth a majesty not soon forgotten. Should any sketches from our travels serve thy studies, it would delight me to send them forth. Our past words dwell yet within me. Marianne telleth me ever the new age dawning of electrical lights, supplanting the gentle glow of candles, and of the darkness of our nights fading away. Yet, dear Ladislas, I still feel the nearness of the old ways. This age of machines have left many unsettled and without refuge. Soon they shall crave a quiet place wherein to kneel and seek God's comfort and counsel. Then do I call to mind thy words, and my heart is moved, that our prayers must rise above the clamor of industry. And so do I begin to dream, with thee in my thoughts, of a church for this new century, yet still a haven for the soul. Though our cousin smileth at such fancies, her words have sown new imaginings in me, and I have begun to set them down in drawings. Mayhaps to raise such a place would take 10, even 15 years. It comforts me to picture thee by my side when the time cometh, helping to bring our vision to life. Thou art ever in my thoughts and ever in my prayers. With all my love, Agnes. If only this war had never begun.
Here, come on out. That's a good boy.
The horse seems to naturally gravitate to the night, drooping its head to brush up against her.
Oh my, Marie. Look at his beautiful coat. Not even the colonels have such handsome companions.
He seems to have taken a liking to you. Can you ride?
What sort of question is that, Marianne? You are talking to a knight.
Even without a saddle, she mounts the horse with ease.
Come on, take my hand. I'll give you a ride.
After a moment's hesitation, Sentinel takes the offered hand and finds herself on the horse's back as well.
This field is perfect for a gallop, but I'm worried you might fall.
Let me off then. Enjoy it yourself.
What fun would that be? Come on, just hold on tight. Giddy up!
Hey!
I can't believe you don't know how to ride a horse, but I can teach you. Just think of them as oversized hunting dogs. I'll come find you after you move. How does that sound? Where will you be if you're not staying with your family?
Click out of bounds.
Perhaps Paris? My mind is yet made. But wherever I am, I should like to open a clothing store.
Clothing?
Then you'd better choose a store name I'll recognize right away. No, you'll become so famous that it'll take no work to find you. Could you make a parade dress for me?
I have never before made such a dress, but I shall learn for you.
Wow, a parade dress tailor-made for me by a famous French fashion designer. It's like a dream come true.
This might be the first moment of true peace they felt since the war began. The horse grows tired. They dismount to let it roam and feed on the tall meadow grass.
What of you? How may I come into your contact? The Lord only knows where the Foundation will send you once this is ended.
You may be right. The fight against Manus Vindictae isn't over. But don't worry. I always find a way to get in touch with you.
I do not wish to judge your decision, but do all you can to stay alive, Marcia. Do not make a martyr of yourself.
Why this sudden sentimentality, Marie?
If all this, when all this comes to an end one day, I hope to see you again.
Me too.
I will pray for you, though I am uncertain if my voice will be heard. I am nothing like Agnes. She is an angel descended from heaven. And I am.
Reverse 1999 is very like loving women leaning. Like there are a lot of like lesbian ships. The gargoyle keeps her eyes hidden in the shadow.
Never mind.
Like when I started playing, I had no idea that was the case. I don't even remember why I started playing actually. I think I was just looking for a gacha and I just saw this in the App Store and was like, oh, this looks interesting. The communicator's noise startles the nibbling horse. It lifts its head and bolts into the distance.
Ah, there he goes.
She picks up the device. Again, it's an anonymous caller.
Marcia, we need you on the front immediately. I've already sent you the coordinates. Bring the gargoyle if she's willing.
Who are you?
We'll meet soon enough.
Okay, there aren't any other things. From Toll Squad, we've heard you've accepted Commissioner Irene's mission to deliver a declaration of force. Before that, we'd like you to head to the Windmill Plain and discreetly locate a former knight. As a fellow knight, we trust you'll complete this task with ease. 2, Wolf Knight of the Foundation. Oh, I don't have any of the characters. Oh, I gotta wait 10 seconds then. That's why playing is so lovely. You've never seen this kind of view in the concrete jungle of Hyde Street. Still, this terrain isn't ideal for motorcycles. We're to find this lady knight quickly and head back. If I do get spotted, let's just hope she won't be startled by the gear I'm wearing. Alright, for melody's sake, may the peace be with us. History will remember this day. half an hour earlier.
Yes, Herr Chancellor. The delegations have arrived in Montpellier. The armistice will be signed before dinner time. Understood. We will be sure to serve a simple but delicious dinner. And of course, all journalists granted entry will be carefully selected.
Mr. Gorg hangs up the phone dryly, and with full confidence before checking the ceasefire, memorandum dumb once again.
No problems so far.
He picks up a fountain pen and sketches out his signature over and over again. Each loop of the pen is taken with utmost seriousness, aware the gravity will soon hold. Another impatient ring, and the tip of his pen slips, leaving the letter O in rather unsightly shape. But the call isn't on his phone. It's the one on his assistant's desk. Which, thankfully, means it isn't his concern.
What are you waiting for, Friedrich? Pick up the phone already!
The assistant, buried in paperwork, fails to react to the ring.
Pick up the phone, you hear? Verdammt! I still fail to understand why they would assign me a deaf sloth as an assistant. I'll have you fired the moment I set foot on the fatherland.
George storms over to the assistant's desk to scold him. Jolting alert, the assistant grabs a receiver.
That's more like it.
To George's surprise, his assistant then immediately puts the receiver down. Is this Manus? Is this assistant Manus?
That was an awful racket, sir.
How dare you!
The man checks his watch, paying no mind to his superior.
I have more pressing matters to attend to. Yes, it's about time.
He stands up, picks up the receiver again, and hangs it up once more without a word.
What? Explain yourselves this instant!
Huh. I owe you no explanation, sir.
Who could that be?
Come in.
You!
All attempts to reach the investigator sent to Hill 299 have failed. Kreis puts his communicator down, pauses, then tries again, this time calling Hound. But only static replies.
No response either.
Kreis watches the passing politicians with growing unease. They don't flinch under Kreis' gaze. In fact, they don't seem to pay him any mind at all. Their limited time is devoted to the pressing matters of peace. Paravian exits a nearby building and makes his way to Kreis.
Sir, a new batch of counter-arcanum devices has been deployed, as instructed.
Good. Any contact from Meryl in the past 3 hours?
No. She's probably still on the front. There's a lot of celebrating going on out there.
Kreis tries the communicator once more, this time calling a different squad member. Static.
Something's not right.
A shot rings out like a thunderbolt on a cloudless day.
We're under attack!
Security forces rush into the streets, drawing any wandering delegates inside to safety. Steel-eyed veterans fan out, searching for the gunfire's source.
What's the location? I saw them in that house. They're wearing black.
I have to.
The young man begins a charge only to be held back.
Get back here, Paravian!
We need to get to the command post and inform all security staff to resume combat positions.
Yes, sir.
Foundation security regroups around the most heavily guarded buildings. Across the street, a man in a jet black uniform exits George's makeshift office. Yep. As he walks into the open, he is flanked by soldiers covered in pitch black.
Finally. No more hiding. The moment of truth has arrived.
He raises a hand and the soldiers around him stand at attention.
Leave a few of the Foundation lapdogs alive. I have something to say to those sanctimonious hypocrites. As for the rest, kill them all.
Oh, I can use an actual team. Yeah, this is fine.
Greetings.
That was certainly a choice.
Taking up my satchel and build the hidden.
Huh. Very well.
Close your eyes. This ends now. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. A shot hit.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Sensing their thoughts.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
Face the truth.
What?
A worthy victory. But the fight is far
Whiplash.
from over.
Why, just because there's gameplay? The ceasefire signing descends onto a bloody firefight.
Search every room. Leave no stone unturned.
Every few seconds, a heavy soft thud echoes as something limp crashes to the ground from above. Foundation security officer offer what resistance they can. They counter Arcanum devices they've deployed, providing them with a moment's respite.
Oh, but keep that signing desk and the documents on it intact. It'll make for a great headline shot. Perfect for the front page of the papers. Now, bring her out.
The soldiers of Manus Vindictae carry out their orders in wordless lockstep. Soon bodies in white and black riddle the streets. Moments later, two soldiers march a hostage into the center of the empty street.
Quiet.
Once again, the assassin-turned-officer raises his hand and checks his watch.
Better late than never.
He strides forward as if he were participating in a triumphal parade. Stopping only a few short paces from the Foundation command post, so near that he can hear the flag fluttering in the wind.
All that endless searching, huh? Well, here we are. You finally caught us.
He spreads his arm wide like a showman.
You might ask, why must things end like this? Why must we kill one another? Do you want to know why? Because our pleas, our pain, our suffering were all ignored by you. Humans started this war, all these wars, and yet you hurled us, Arcanists, onto the front lines like cheap cannon fodder. You have created a world that despises us for our bloodlines and mocks us for our arcane skills. Yet you force us to use those very skills to fight the war machines you built. You humans have sown untold horrors in the name of conflicts created by your own hand, and still you refuse us even a single scrap of bread in reward. These are the lessons history has taught us, a history of Arcanist suffering that must end.
He draws a pistol from his waist and toys with it.
So when I heard that Arcanists were uniting, marching under the banner of a formidable army, I caught a glimpse of hope. In fact, it shone like never before. Foundation lapdogs, human scum, mark my words. This war has only just begun. From this era onward, the unjust reign of humanity shall be overturned. All Arcanists from every era shall march under the banner of Manus Vindictae, until the ultimate, most glorious era arrives.
A bullet rips through his temple. The remaining soldiers drop where they stand.
Who did that?
Lapdogs, eh? Couldn't come up with anything more original?
The stray hound at last returns. He marches straight through to the command post, kicking the fallen Manus Vindictae's officer's corpse for good measure.
Command post clear now.
What is this music? The door swings open, security staff cautiously scanning for trouble. Kratos stands inside, waiting.
You're late, Yemelai.
At least you're not dead.
Yermolai balks. His voice, like his face, carries a permanent smirk.
You won't always have someone around to cover your ass, Kratos.
As always, Kratos finds it easier to simply sidestep his insubordination.
What have you found?
Long story short, we're a step behind the Manus. They've got an army, launching an assault on the front lines as we speak. We're talking about a force the size of a traditional brigade, possibly even two. They're hiding out beneath Hill 299, and every one of their soldiers is an Arcanist.
Hill 299? Any news on Charles and Amanda?
He lets the swagger drop from his voice.
Yeah. They're both dead. But they did leave behind some critical info. Turns out Manus Vindictae's built a colossal, full-fledged underground fortress inside Hill 299. That's where all these Manus troops have been coming from. The ones here in the safe zone and the ones sent to eliminate the human soldiers at the front.
Did you carry out the other order?
Yeah. I've sent the request for reinforcements and your frontline contingency plan to headquarters. All available Foundation personnel in the region are moving towards the designated locations on the front. All except Meryl. I haven't been able to make contact with her.
Kratos nods, an understated gesture of approval. He says nothing about Meryl's radio silence, as if he had anticipated it all along.
You really gonna do this, huh? This so-called frontline contingency plan?
I don't think we have much choice.
How are we gonna deal with Hill 299? It came out of nowhere.
Every plan has its surprises. We'll deal with it. Follow me. We're going to the front lines. You can fill me in on the details on the way.
Scrap of a medic's journal. Someone said that war is diplomacy at its worst. The shift from war to peace is never linear. It spirals, doubles back, filled with contradiction. It's all like how diplomacy works. Diplomacy. What the hell is wrong with me? Diplomacy. Everyone's hoping for the armistice to be signed, but maybe once this war ends, new battles will start elsewhere. Old flames might be reignited by human hands. Maybe nothing will change. Even so, when I look at these dying soldiers and they're lying in their beds, I feel we still need to believe that true peace will come. I gotta go to a dentist. There was one night where I was like really upset and I just clenched my jaw extremely hard. And ever since then, like my jaw just does not line up well. So now talking feels even more awkward than it did before. Yeah, buddy, Fairchild. Reading through the Xeno Cadets reports, it's clear our current forces aren't enough to face Manus Vindicte. Though some commissioners are hesitant about deploying animal-based units, in desperate times they may be our only option for certain special missions. 2 animal friends. Would you look at that? Who would have thought the Foundation would turn to squirrels and penguins in their time of need? What'd you figure they want? A couple of tactical assault penguins guarding office doors? Or maybe they need a rodent to get the lockdown on the classified intel? Heck, I just barely survived an Antarctic flood. I reckon I don't need any more crazy experiences before I turn 12. Hold on. Ain't nobody tell me the Foundation was offering unlimited peeled chestnuts, pine coals, and vet services in return. Let me think about on it.
The lapdogs are barking again. Their masters remain quiet, for the most part. And you know why. But silence gives no orders. So the masters whistle. Just a pitch, no words. And so no words are heard, only the baying of dogs. How dare you? Do you think I should speak like some slick-talking veteran? I'd slit my throat myself if I so much as uttered a word akin to those devils. They're bastards, abominations, every last one of them. Please accept my apologies. Wounds are hard to heal when they are torn open time and time again.
I've seen someone say that these voices, that these narrations we get, is probably like Verdant's psyche. And if that's the case, that is unsettling. A false dawn. Only the dead have seen the end of war.
What's that sound?
Rudolph set about packing his things. Like many in the trenches, he doesn't have much, but his greatest treasure is a pile of manuscripts and notes. He lifts his head. A pale look glints behind his glasses.
What are you standing there for?
They're firing again.
So? Surely you're used to it by now.
The rumble of artillery has become so familiar to them that its return is barely noticed.
But isn't there supposed to be a ceasefire? I know it isn't official yet, but there's no point in firing now, is there?
Eric draws in a sharp breath. Erich. A low, ominous whistle follows.
Scheiße! In Deckung!
All at once, the quiet of the front erupts into fire and fury. The impact of the explosion shakes the trench lines in unyielding waves, the blast spraying mud and earth in every direction.
Verdammt! Has everyone gone mad? Diese alten Säcke! I thought they were supposed to be negotiating peace!
Why? Why are we fighting again?
Rudolph sprawls out on the ground, trying to find his baggage, which has been scattered in the blast. Clothes, notes, and cans are buried in loose dirt or carried off in the air.
No! Forget that rubbish! Get inside!
Eric forces the bespectacled soldier into a dugout, then forces himself up to the parapet, peering over with his periscope.
Scheiße! Scheiße! Who in the hell is attacking us?
I don't know. They're not even wearing blue. They're in all black.
You're right. Are they wearing masks? Can they even see through them?
The flank!
Scouts and messengers dash in every direction, alerting everyone they can reach of the attack.
I don't know who or what they are, but they're coming from our flank.
Verdammt nochmal!
A stray bullet shatters his periscope. He tosses the device down with a stream of curses. He grabs the messenger by the collar.
All men from the 2nd Company, assemble! Focus fire on enemies in black uniforms!
Gameplay. Why don't I have any of my team set up? 5?
I'll be here to catch you if you fall.
The battlefield is ever changing.
It seems you're ready.
Carrier pigeon flutter page at your service and so many people here. Feels like trade season again.
Je prierai pour vous.
Where are our men?
This is all I could find. We've been caught off guard. Everyone's confused.
Snap out of it! Scheiße! Don't you see what we're dealing with here? Get to your positions, boys. Fire! You hear me? Fire! Send these Scheißkerle to hell!
Jawohl! Taking a peek inside.
Target locked down.
That was certainly a choice.
Sensing their thoughts.
My sight shall invade. Target locked down.
Taking a peek inside.
Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
Close your eyes.
By God's grace, the enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Though it may come with pain.
Now is the time for repentance. A sure hit.
Get the wounded to me! Stand strong! The Foundation's reinforcements will arrive soon!
The Foundation?
We stand together as brothers in arms!
Sensing.
I hope you like his blood.
Taking a peek in. Alright. Who's who and where's what?
Agreed.
Goddamn. They literally just sent a kid to
Can
war.
I give everyone a ride on my back? I think I can handle it this time.
Their first assault breaks against the renewed defenses. But the black-clad soldiers seem numb to their losses. They advance in rigid order, stepping over the dead and dying.
Have they lost their minds? They just keep charging right into our gunfire.
Eric steps down from the parapet to relay orders. In every direction he sees his comrades lying wounded. Only yesterday they had begun to believe their fight was over, but the rattling barrages shattered their dreams. A new war has begun.
Looked a mist. What the hell is going on?
Rudolph hasn't reported back. Concerned, Eric begins to search the dim trenches for his friend, only to bump into a striking figure in a white uniform.
Are you the captain of the 2nd Company?
The man speaks with the gravity of command that Eric still has yet to find.
I am. You're with the Foundation?
Kreus nods, articulating the battle at hand in an organized manner.
I am Kreus, the commander of the Foundation personnel stationed in Montpay. This is an emergency situation. Manus Vindictae invaded the safe zone. We neutralized the threat there, but now they're on a mission to kill every human soldier on the front lines.
Every human soldier? You mean including those on the other side?
He struggles to find sense in the words. Kreus pats his soldier-turned-captain with a firm and steady grip.
If you're willing to give up this position, follow me.
I couldn't give less of a damn about positions, but where are we going?
In a nearby section of trench.
Anyone still standing? Help me clear this bunker.
The field medic arrives in sync with the rest of the Foundation's team.
Doktor, mein Bruder! Ist verwundet! Bitte!
Bring ihn zu mir.
The soldier hauls his wounded comrade to the makeshift aid station. The man's leg hangs limp, soaked in dark red blood.
Easy. Put him down here. I'll patch him up. Have you seen any other Foundation personnel?
I think I saw one. A redhead.
Good. Go tell him we need medical supplies. They should have brought plenty from Montpay.
Right away.
Next to them, another soldier clutches his thigh, gasping for breath. Only a moment passes before yet another man is carried in. Marshall makes a brief inspection and returns to the soldier with the injured thigh.
I'll stop the bleeding first.
What about him?
He's dead. Now, relax and try to stay with me.
He's dead? No!
Himmelhilf! It's over. I'm dead. I'm dead.
No, you're not. Not today, anyway.
His vision blurs. For a moment, he thinks he sees a soldier in a gray and blue uniform.
Is that...
Then he blacks out.
Update? Have you located Kreas?
He's somewhere in the trench. A soldier spotted him.
The man soon appears before them. With solemn deference, he nods to the sniper he once pursued.
I didn't expect to run into...
Save the pleasantries.
The response is blunt.
Marsha made known to me the situation. The Foundation ought to have a sure plan, having requested me to join her. Speak then. What would you have me do?
Kreas adjusts his tone to match.
The frontline soldiers have little experience fighting enemies with arcane skills. If they stay here, it's only a matter of time until they fall to the Manus. I'm going to move them to a safer strategic position. However, enemy forces on Hill 299 have us pinned down in the trenches. Manus Vindictae has turned it into an underground fortress, housing an estimated 10,000 troops. They've even positioned artillery on the hillside. Retreating under that kind of fire would be a death sentence.
Eliminate the threat from Hill 299. Then withdraw the troops from the front. This is the Foundation's plan?
Not the Foundation's plan. Not yet, at least.
An icy restraint condenses in a man's eager eyes.
This is my course of action.
How do you intend to do this? Even with an army of the 100,000 at your command, to take a fortified high ground under artillery fire is no surety.
I know. That's why I need your help.
Kreas stands solemn and sure, though he knows how absurd his request sounds.
Such an act is to walk into the valley of the shadow of death. What difference would be made if I lent my aid or withheld it?
If I recall correctly, gargoyles are insusceptible to poison gas.
That's correct. So?
So we may be able to take a subtler approach. Please, come with me. My subordinate will give you the details.
Criminal class. Due to the influence of of Arcanum from Manus Vindictae's forces, a peculiar fungus has sprouted near Hill 299 along the western front. Researcher en route. Please be prepared to receive new samples. To the record of Arcanum affected fungal strain? Sounds fun. I need a full setup. Iron stands, petri dishes, distiller, temperature controlled bath, and a whole room to fit it all in. But where can I get one? Oh, Alder's room, old room is still empty. Perfect. From now on, that's my lab. Approval? I just approved it. I love Medicine Pocket. They're such a gremlin. Oops, not that. Not that. Okay, I gotta move the camera a little bit more. Can you hear it? The low hum that comes from a great change. A recent report on Manus Vindictae. Reports continue to arrive from across the globe concerning Arcanus operating under Manus Vindictae. A complete list of names and locations can be found in the attached appendix. These individuals have been gathering in coordinated cells, their training evident. Given the efficiency and precision of their attacks against human military forces, it is no longer accurate to call them merely an organization. They are, in effect, an army. Each morning I open what feels like 10,000 urgent messages clamoring for my attention, with still more pleas for reinforcements. Our office has been working without pause. Fatigue has dulled even my anger. Nothing surprises me anymore, not even reports of skirmishes between warlords in the Eastern Territories. At times, I am tempted to reply that they don't needn't fret. East or West, it makes little difference. The entire world is sliding into chaos. The contingency plan drafted by Kreis has now been submitted to the committee for review. It addresses the escalating threat posed by Manus Vindictae. Should they succeed in building a large-scale regular force, or if their attacks continue to spread disorder, the proposal urges the Foundation to form its own standing military rather than rely on Xeno. Kreis sets forth what he claims is the most efficient approach, recruiting and reorganizing both human and Arcanist soldiers already at the front. This madness. Does he intend to make the Foundation a rivalry to every government on Earth? An entity viewed with still deeper suspicion? Kreis has always been radical, but war elevates such voices. He shows no concern for how the world might react, arguing instead that we live in an age the storm could erase at any moment. So we are not obliged to heed their protests. Only recently would such words have been unthinkable. His position is plain. If Manus Vindictae declares open war, governments will have no choice but to align with the Foundation. Yet should we follow his plan, we begin the most perilous of games. Gates of Hill. This marks the beginning of another tragedy. They race through the mud and debris.
How much longer?
About 10 more minutes at this pace. Maybe less if there's no interruptions.
What an optimist.
There isn't anything more to say. They just keep moving until they leave the trench behind.
Take cover.
They dive into a shell crater. A bullet skips off the lip of earth in front of them, kicking up wet clods of dirt.
Pin them down.
Battles can be just as informative as codes. You just have to know how to read them.
Так ярко и тепло. I've got your back. Or maybe
charging, loading.
Так ярко и тепло.
The light that illuminates all.
Ooh,
Aim
these guys are
shoot.
tanky.
Don't take a wrong step.
It doesn't matter if I need to do multiple turns on this fight, actually.
Charging, loading.
I'll handle the tech support.
Barrage. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
A searing hot shell casing ejects from the chamber.
Threat neutralized.
Nice shot. Right, we've arrived.
Yermolay veers off to the side and drops into a stretch of abandoned trench. Sentinel follows close behind. Hey, Oatmeal! How's it going? Baby corn chicken? Okay. I gotta go to YouTube real quick. How's it going? How are you today? This morning? What day of the week is it? This Wednesday. Whisker to whisker. Where is Dorian? Baby corn versus Chrome. What was going on? You can get it, baby corn. My God, he's so excited. Okay, what about the latest video? Oh, it was a short video. Okay. So, Baby Corn was having difficulty eating the last crumbs of his food and jumped on a banana. They stand before a sealed underground bunker. Yermolay stops at a short distance from the entrance, pulling from his coat a bundle of explosives and a hastily drawn map.
Take these.
Without a word, she takes the key items for the suicide mission.
I'm surprised you agreed to this.
I have my reasons.
Sure. Let's go over the plan one more time. 2 of our investigators discovered a number of tunnels running under Hill 299. The one we've just arrived at leads directly to the Manus' ammunition depot. After the war broke out, the Manus sealed all accessible tunnels with poison gas. Judging by the bodies I found earlier, this gas can penetrate all existing gas masks. On the bright side, that means there aren't many guards in the tunnels. At least, that's what we think. Your goal is simple. Reach the ammunition depot, detonate the explosives, and destroy the fortress. After that, the Foundation will evacuate with the soldiers.
Good to know the Foundation's investigation bore some fruit.
Hill 299's so conspicuous that everyone just unconsciously overlooked it.
I'm prepared. You may leave now.
Alright. Good luck.
The man offers a wave. Only once Yermolay footsteps have faded into the distance, a sentinel opened the bunker door. Violet red mist billows out. She furrows her brow and takes a cautious sniff. Thankfully, as before, it has no effect on her. Yet from within she can hear something dragging. Sentinel holds position at the door, waiting as a shadow shuffles into view. Carol? Oh my fucking God, you were getting the people. A grim figure emerges from the toxic mist.
What are you doing here?
Charon drags a corpse out of the shelter and halts outside.
One war ends, and another begins. More lives will be claimed by their own kind. I am simply doing what I always do.
You knew of this tunnel.
Tunnel. I know nothing of it. The cloud of death hanging above this place. That is what led me here.
She knows better than to suspect him.
Cloud of death.
An ambiguous omen.
An omen. Tell me then, who will this cloud of death fall upon?
Death is impartial. It doesn't decide who will live and who will die.
But I can.
She breathes in the toxic air without a concern.
I suggest you leave. Should this cloud not fall upon me, an explosion will soon obliterate Hill 299.
Do you intend to claim the lives of all the Manus Vindictae troops here?
Do you intend to stop me?
He broods for a moment as silent wars wage behind his mask.
I should leave. Time is pressing.
But as she turns, Charon's voice breaks through with sudden clarity.
I do not wish for such carnage to occur. Yet I am powerless to prevent it. But before you go, a word of warning. The war you've been fighting is, in fact, over. What lies before you is a conflict all its own, a much harsher path. You still have a chance to turn away from this and relieve yourself of the burdens placed upon you.
In view of the sufferers of this war, my burden is light. Harsh or not, I shall not waver from the path I have chosen.
You first set foot on the battlefield 5 years ago. What makes today different from that day?
I now know the true cause of the conflict, and I have seen the face of the true enemy. If I must sin to fulfill my sacrifice, then so be it.
Your willingness to suffer, your passion for sacrifice, it is beyond me. Perhaps you possess a wisdom beyond my comprehension. Yet, still, I feel a deep sadness for you. I am in no position to stop you from walking through the gates of hell.
Charon has without a doubt been the best parts of this chapter. From Lupless, the fungus found near Hill 299 seems to share arcane properties with the black algae previously discovered in Antarctica. Please proceed with caution as you collect samples. Okay. The black algae that is also just flat out humans. You're gonna send Urza out there? How old is Urza? Is he a child? The air is really humid, and the soil is damp too. Under these conditions, mycelium grows faster. Looks like I can find a lot of the species mentioned in the report, but it hasn't rained recently. Why is the environment like this? Could it really be from our arcane interference? If so, is this a side effect of the incantation? No time to space out. This place is still dangerous. Best to finish quickly. Medicine Pocket is waiting on my samples. What did I see? The sky was blood red. The ground was covered in stakes like grave markers. The rivers ran with thick, crimson sludge. Was that really just mud? No comrades, no enemies, only me, trapped in this horrific mire. Oh, and the demon in the distance. And that shadow hidden in the dark smoke. That ominous face. Did you see it? No, of course you're not here. This is the battlefield. This is my war. But what exactly am I fighting? Practical results often hold more weight than following orders. I'm almost done with this chapter. Deep underground, or Ark? Ark would be a better way to describe this. Deep underground, darkness reigns. At first, she travels through cramped, unlit dirt tunnels until she reaches a poured concrete doorframe. Its cold echo tells her she's entered a wider space.
Le peuple qui marchait dans les ténèbres a vu une grande lumière. Ceux qui habitaient les pays de l'ombre de la mort. Sur eux, la lumière a resplendi.
The people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them hath the light shined. She taps into the power of her ancient bloodline, her eyes adjusting rapidly to the pitch black, yet she finds no comfort in seeing what surrounds her. Dark and viscous substances flow through the walls of the tunnel, like an endless mass of writhing insects. In their trance, they form some kind of unrecognizable symbols, shifting back and forth into chaotic shapes.
Blasphemy.
But she has seen far more sinister abysses in her time.
The fortress's center ought to be closer to the peak. But this path appears to be extending downward.
She unrolls the map and reads the included intel.
The Foundation's map says this is the route.
Plumes of gas tumble with the intruder's movements, stinging her nostrils.
Not the stench of rotting hay. Not garlic or onion either. This is a new kind of poison gas. Still, it has no effect on me.
Where art thou?
An ethereal voice drifts down.
Agnes.
Dost thou hear me, Marie? I hear it not from thee.
You hear me not?
She looks up, seeing nothing but the vaulted ceiling. Agnes's voice is like a biting acid in her ears.
Where hast thou gone, Marie? I sense thou art somewhere deep below the earth, surrounded by that which I cannot clearly see.
Ah, God, it's the fucking lullaby from last arc. Ah, damn it. It's such a good song, too.
Bodies lay scattered around me, Agnes. Many of them. They're Manus soldiers. It appears they attempted to flee through this tunnel but an hour ago.
She steps over debris.
Their superior blocked their way and loosed upon them this poison gas, killing his own men.
Bodies stare up at her from unblinking eyes.
What kind of enemy am I soon to face, Agnes?
Art thou afraid? Thou must have spoken much, Marie. I shall not leave thee. I am listening. Only I yet hear not thy voice. Dost thou recall the day we hid together in the catacombs of the manor? Thou said unto me, thou feared not the ghostly tales thy grandmother once spake. Thou saidst thou bore a devil more terrifying than any tale. But on that night thy breath did tremble. Thou art afraid.
She halts at the descending stairway.
That was not the thing of which I was afraid, Agnes.
Once again, she realizes her words cannot reach beyond the heavy rock above. From the depths of that pitch-black void, something waits, stretching out sharp black claws.
I worry for thee, Marie. The path that thou dost walk holdeth no light. I can feel thee growing ever more distant from me. Whatsoever it is, whatever thou dost wish to do, I know thou art determined to see it to its end. But I pray thee, make haste and come unto us soon, wilt thou? Jusqu'à ce moment-là, je prierai pour ton âme.
Waves of cold stone scrape over her skin as she readies herself for battle. Then begins her journey down. In a brief lull between volleys, Yermolai returns to the trenches. It's little trouble to find his commander in the sea of grey uniforms.
To summarize, your troops must stay in place for the time being. We've made contact with the other side. They'll cooperate with you to create a fire network against the enemy.
Let's hope they do cooperate.
Manus Vindicte has waged war against all humankind. We must work together if we're to get through this.
Eric knocks his helmet with frustration as he leaves, chafing against his orders, burdened by the lives placed in his care, wishing now more than ever that he was just a soldier again. Yermolai steps forward.
So, you're the commander too now, huh?
All I did was convince them to work with the Foundation.
But you don't represent the Foundation. Not without proper authorization for your plan.
The soldiers are desperate. I won't hesitate to do what I must to restore their hope. What's the status on your mission?
The gargoyle's en route to the target location as we speak. Conservative estimates said she'll take another hour to get there.
Hound's voice comes out low and hoarse.
But who knows what she'll come up against. She might not make it.
Unusual for you to show compassion in such a moment.
It just brings back unpleasant memories. You know what I'm talking about, Chris.
That wolfish grin returns to Hound's face, and Kreis ignores it once more.
Then we'll wait one more hour. The Foundation's reinforcements will likely have arrived by then. Should it come to it, we will regroup and consider our next steps with them.
Huh. If there really are reinforcements, that is.
They're launching a second offensive! Hold your ground!
Greetings.
Is there any way to trigger
That was certainly a choice.
the one skill I have?
Taking a peek inside. This Liberty Outpost at your service.
Our blood will burn.
Did not mean to do auto.
Close your
it's
eyes.
Basically what I would have done.
Now.
We stand together. The wind will lead the way.
A shot hit. Now is the time for repentance.
Stay away from me. You are not welcome here.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Sensing their thoughts.
My Seychellen.
Agreed.
Oh look, here's an all right. Who's who?
Close your eyes.
Where's what?
It will all be over soon.
Victory! Everyone loves that. I'll make
Charred earth splinters in the air, falling like black snow over the battlefield. The soldiers reel from another shockwave, scattered across the trenches. They grip their weapons tight, certain only of the coming battle. His index finger taps his rifle's receiver with anticipation. He pulls out his communicator again and waits.
Finally.
The name Irene appears on screen.
Chris, are you still on the front?
Yes, Mr. Ironeye. But I don't think we can hold out much longer. Has the committee reached a decision?
Not yet. The debate is still ongoing. The Doves find your frontline contingency plan absurd. They disapprove of the political risks involved in taking control of various nations' armies. But I personally find it feasible. Just to be sure, do you have a clear understanding of your ultimate goal?
He takes a deep, silent breath.
This war between Manus Vindictae and the Foundation will only end once one of the two parties is completely destroyed. And I refuse to let it be the Foundation. If we're to prevail, the Foundation cannot rely on Xeno alone. We need more capable soldiers. Soldiers like these on the front lines. With the proper arrangements, we may be able to recruit them to our cause. We'd have a whole new army to fight Manus Vindictae.
But even if you manage to bring them all, say, 100,000 soldiers on board, it still won't be enough to sustain modern warfare.
This is about the bigger strategic picture, not just a single recruitment effort. I'm suggesting that the Foundation start canvassing all human armies, especially those under attack by the Manus.
Bigger strategic picture. What about the governments behind these armies? Have you considered how they might react?
It's about time they realize that the Foundation is their only hope. The last bastion for humanity to unite against their shared enemy. The Foundation cannot take responsibility for all the lives in this era or in any other. The storm is a near inevitability, and so too is the loss of many. Once it does come, the Manus won't hesitate to drag war into that new era, into any new era. It's time the Foundation took action and built an army capable of crossing the storm.
The politician on the other end falls into a long silence.
Enact your plan, Kreus. As long as you're successful on your end, I will deal with the political obstacles in your way.
The call is cut. Kreus exhales.
What next, sir?
The young soldier watches Kreus, waiting for orders with a dutiful stare. He casts a look toward Hill 299. The Manus Vindictae stronghold bristles with flashes of gunfire, yet to him it looks like if it were a slumbering beast.
We stand our ground for an hour.
From Pedro. Manpower on the front lines is stretched thin. We need all hands to support present operations and stop Manus Vindictae's schemes. Also, an outstanding payment needs to be delivered. Please handle it en route to the front. Yes, teacher. Given my current role, this task shouldn't fall to me. Still, I understand the Foundation's predicament. My capabilities are quite limited at times like this, but a blessing in disguise, as they say. If I'm to act as a courier, this won't be too hard, and who knows, maybe I'll find some rare Western European porcelain on the way. Let me check what Karen was doing. Oh, there's nothing about the interaction between Charon and Sentinel? Huh. Oh, that has to be fake. Oh, it's because I didn't change the time. There we go. So use before the bunker's door, she encounters Charon emerging from a cloud of poison gas. He questions her intentions, but to Marianne, her own sins mean little compared to the suffering of others. She will not stop here. I'm in no position to stop you from walking through the gates of Hell. Charon follows the cloud of death to the trenches near Hill 299, where he faces Sentinel. The poison gas seems to not affect the gravedigger as he shuffles forward. He understands why Sentinel came, but he has no intention of interfering. Though he may not want to see more death, he can feel the difference in this new battle, and death does not make a distinction between Arcanist and human. As they part ways, he leaves Sentinel with these words, "I feel a deep sadness for you." This should be the second to last chapter. Oh, there's probably a conclusion. So like three more chapters left. Though Agnes's voice has vanished, the sharp ringing in her ears remains.
What's that sound?
She casts more attention in the direction of the source of the sound, and the darkness is sliced like a curtain. A shadow that shouldn't be there is lurking behind a piece of wreckage. He lies prone, using bloodied fingers to scroll erratic symbols across the ground. As the intruder draws near, he slowly raises his head.
Oh, it's you.
You murderer! You murdered me! You murdered Colton! You murdered Eugen too! You devil! You murderous demon!
I have no qualms in doing so again.
The thick, congealed black blood spreads across the ground.
Pathetic illusions. Incoming attack. From behind. From the right. From below. Right before me.
Petrified claws clamp down on his soft neck with precision, pulling him into mid-air, his hands clawing against the chokehold.
Let me go! Please!
She eases her grip, if only for the length of a breath, yet the soldier seizes the moment for all he's worth, drawing a blade from his belt. Oh, flashbang. She arrives at the land where the flower of death blooms. Corpses are strewn across the ground. A figure waits at the far end.
How many have you killed? Do you even keep count? Remember, they were all Arcanists, like you.
Races of no matter.
So the killer does the killing, and the dead have no say at all. I like it.
Bullet rips through the officer's heart. A simple, blunt retort. She steps forward only to find the figure standing before her once again.
Haven't had enough?
Be gone. One day I shall personally deliver you to the fires of hell where you belong.
Oh, it sounds like you know who I am.
Do not think me deceived by your disguise. I am well aware that your taint has long been tangled in the blood of my family. Demon. Ladislas.
Her devout cousin appears in the midst of this strange hell.
Dear cousin, I bring thee a final warning. Thou art but a step away from utter corruption. Thou hast killed many in the years past, and now thou dost stand at the edge of the abyss. Hast thou not understood the suffering endured by our fallen ancestors? Their conscience crumbled, their faith shattered, leaving naught but an insatiable thirst for blood. It paineth me to see thee walk that same wretched path.
The demon stands to the side with unhinged polities, waiting until Ladislas has finished speaking before speaking again.
Well, don't blame me. I did nothing to entice her.
Its voice no longer seems to come from the body before her, but from some faraway place in the darkened sky.
Maya made this choice herself. Her hands have long been soaked in blood. And yet, she has never been troubled by that so-called guilt of yours. I've come to adore her for that.
Perhaps it is true that this path of carnage shall save many lives, but why? I pray must it be thee who walkest it? Our blood beareth an impurity like no other. To kill so many is to will thyself to the bottom of the abyss, never to return. The 10,000 thou art soon to kill. Consider, I pray, how many among them are innocent victims of deception and coercion. The weight of so many lives shall weigh upon thee in far greater measure than any sin thou hast yet borne. What good shall it profit thee to gain the whole world, yet forfeit thy soul?
Did I hear that right? Are you also calculating lives, Ladislas?
Speak no more of thy filthy words.
Oh, you silly, stubborn child.
The demon approaches Ladislas with sharp, graceful steps.
What art thou, O wicked demon?
His throat is seized in both hands.
Thou, Marie!
The demon releases its grip. Ladislas's body collapses among the other corpses. Sentinel watches the scene with a probing gaze.
There, I silenced the noisy fool for you, Marianne.
Such pantomime shall not move me. This Ladislas was not but an echo lingering in my mind. An illusion.
But I'm not. I am your very nature. The core of your being.
The ground shakes, and their bloody silence is shattered. The demon makes way for her, casting a grim smile at the gargoyle before turning its head to look around. As an army rumbles into view, the strange sound of engines grows clearer as the armored vanguard grinds over the mangled corpses.
Oh, Manus Vindictae. They finally noticed you.
The demon turns its back to Sentinel.
What a shame. They don't stand a chance against our ferocity. Do they, Maya?
She grips her gun, neither joining the demon nor turning away. She presses a kiss to the cold receiver.
I have seen sinners forsake themselves in service of the devil. The land they trod upon yielded only bitter, cursed fruit.
Come.
But the hour for repentance has long since passed.
Come with me.
Ooh, okay.
Then the Lord rained upon them brimstone and fire.
Let's kill them all together.
Je prierai pour vous.
Так ярко и тепло.
Don't take a wrong step.
These things are pathetic. I could almost laugh. You rip them.
Shut your mouth. A tank. Here.
Look at you, Mariam. So tiny and pitiful on the face.
Cease your endless words. My sight shall unveil the...
I'll handle the All right, time.
Loading.
I have seen to the heart of you.
An accurate reading. Decode complete.
Faraday's miracle. Shell.
Now
Damage.
is the time for repentance. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
I've got your back.
They have back.
Charging. Loading.
Target locked down.
Or maybe take a deep breath. Target confirmed. The light that illuminates all.
A sure hit. A worthy victory. But the fight is far from over. Marsha?
Marsha stands beneath a windmill, her black war horse pacing idly in the grass.
I don't think I'll ever forget this windmill. The calm of this field. Can't believe I didn't appreciate how peaceful this place was the first time I came here.
She closes her eyes and breathes in the sweet scent of the meadow.
Perhaps it's because the land was quiet, just like our lives once were. And back then, we thought everything would be peaceful again once the war was over.
I'm sorry.
Why? There's no need to apologize.
I was nigh on killing you. No. In a way, I did kill you. Just as I've killed so many others.
It's not our fault. None of this is.
You may have granted me your forgiveness, but those who have forever lost their lives due to my actions, I shall never have the chance nor the right to earn theirs.
We didn't start this war, yet we have had to bear the brunt of the pain it has caused. If all the sins of war are laid at our feet, where is the fairness in that? No, I refuse to accept it.
Marsha seethes at injustice.
Marie, perhaps when peace finally comes.
A gust carries her voice away. The wind howls and in it she hears the creaking of the old windmill. Sentinel walks along the path, wanting to stand closer to her, till the scene is torn apart by gunfire.
Masha!
Die!
Wreckage is strewn over no man's land. The last of the assembled force falls with a gurgling scream that ushers in the silence of death. The demon and the gargoyle stand side by side, looking over the destruction.
Take it all in, Mayam. The pools of blood, the piled corpses that lingering echoes of the dead, their whimpering, desperate cries. How long has it been since I last witnessed such a beautifully gruesome massacre? The ancient bloodlust within you truly has awakened. You slaughtered every last one of them. Well done. Now, hand me the explosives. It's time to end them all.
The demon holds out his hands, asking for the weapon that will take the lives of 10,000 men.
Get thee behind me, demon.
I won't force you. The choice is still yours. So, which will it be? The weight of 10,000 lives, or one that is 10 times harder to bear? Well, their blood will be on your hands, that's for certain. But the responsibility won't rest on you alone. Your soon-to-be blood-soaked hands have been forced.
Oh, hey, hi. Thank you for the raid. I am currently in the middle of playing Reverse 1999, which is a gacha game. I'm sorry for playing gacha, and that my existence currently is just trying to fulfill my gacha gods. But currently I am in the penultimate chapter for this arc. They pulled out the demon voice, so that kind of threw me off. In essence, this character is dealing with like her manifestation of like the guilt she's bearing for the people she's killed in war, and it's just manifesting as like a scary, spooky like 2000s voice. Oh, you did get your Arknights account? Hell yeah. What do you? Why are you going back to Arknights? But thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I do not know realistically how long I will be streaming for, but if you guys need to just raid and dip to either just get some rest or get something to eat or drink, go ahead. I'm all game for it. But if anyone's sticking around, my name is Casual Corn. I go by just Corn. I'm perfectly fine with that. I am a variety and PNG streamer. I have a wide variety of PNGs. This is my newest one. I like it a lot. I just wanted to switch around for a little bit. Let me use this one for a little bit, actually. It's my newest design. They are all done by Moiselle, in case anyone's like, oh wow, that art's really cool. This is the only one not done by Moiselle. Everything else done by Moiselle. Very good artist, very cool. Very, very memey. And yeah, I'm kind of just, I'm legitimately engrossed in what's going on. This chapter has been phenomenal to me. But up until it got to this, I can't get over the fucking demon voice. I can't get over it. That was, what were you playing? Let me scroll up. Why can I legitimately not scroll up? Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. It looks like you're playing old school RuneScape. Are you excited for Guild Wars? Revamped? Renewal? The gargoyle removes a bundle of heavy explosives and grasps them as tightly as if they were prayer beads.
I am powerless to cleanse the filth that muddies my blood, just as I am powerless to erase the sins I have already borne.
I'm kind of excited for it just because, like, the snippets of lore I got while playing Guild Wars 2 made me very interested in what the hell happened in Guild Wars 1. And then you're telling me that there's essentially a moment where the Char drop a nuke on a society civilization. Like, damn, that's badass. I can, like, yeah, Char are cool. They kick ass.
I have descended into the depths of hell. I know that. And this ancient darkness has already taken root in my soul. But if sacrificing one can save 10, if sacrificing 10,000 can save 100,000, if someone must make that impossible choice, then I am willing to bear that sin.
She hands the explosives over to the demon.
That's the spirit. From now on, we will walk together, side by side. A greater power as one.
Before he can say anything, the bayonet stabs through his body. Sentinel pulls out her bayonet and pushes the demon away, who staggers further back. Bro, why are you in pain? You're not an actual real demon.
You know this won't harm me. So why did you do it?
She lets out a heavy, labored breath.
Look upon me, demon. I am not like my ancestors, to be led astray by their thirst for blood and your honeyed words. Whatever choice I make of my own free will. I will not let your taint spread within my soul. Yet still, your power shall be mine to command.
God. It's just making me think of, like, every bad 2000s horror movie. Stop. Legitimately, this chapter was so good. This arc was so good, but I think I have to lower it down on in my tier list for the arcs just because of this fucking character. The figure vanishes, yet she can still feel the demon cackling madly from the depths of hell.
You truly are a genius, Maya. A ruthless killer, a greedy devil. And my most worthy child. Join me. Let us reign together.
Stop. Dear God.
Agnes, quand j'étais jeune, je ne comprenais jamais vraiment les mots que tu disais. Pourquoi un homme porterait-il volontairement les péchés de tout le monde pour les biens des autres?
Agnes, when I was young, I never truly understood the words you spake. Why would one man willingly bear the sins of all the world for the sake of others?
Je réfléchissais à cela. Si toute la culpabilité et toute la souffrance m'étaient imposées, comme ce serait cruel et injuste.
I lingered on the thought of it. If all guilt and suffering were placed upon me, how cruel and unjust would that be?
Mais maintenant je pense, peut-être qu'il est préférable qu'elle soit seule à moi à porter.
But now I think, perhaps it is best that they are mine alone to bear.
Je suis désolée, Agnes.
I'm sorry, Agnes.
Attention all Foundation operators. The Manus Fortress at Hill 299 has been destroyed. Execute retreat as planned.
Wir sind gerettet?
Ganz genau. Na los. Fuchs, du kannst uns stehen. Lass uns
Damn, I thought she was gonna let herself die. I honestly thought she was gonna let herself die.
The Manus fortress has been destroyed, and the soldiers have been led in retreat to the rear. I understand. Thank you for your support in this critical time, Mr. Ironeye.
She only lived because she has a waifu. That's the only reason she wanted to stay alive. We understand you are no longer an employee of the Foundation, and we have no grounds to force your cooperation. But if there is any hope to end the conflict and expose Manus Vindictate's conspiracy, we find ourselves in need of your keen investigation skills and the talents of your people to gather intelligence on the front lines. Hurry up. Looks like the supplies meant for the frontline troops didn't make it in time. They wouldn't come to me unless things were really this dire. The front lines, huh? Seems like a place to enjoy a feast? No. That's a bit rude to the soldiers. I should bring some chocolates. Neptune brand's supposed to be good. I'll head out as soon as the evening permits. No need for my colleagues to see me off. Okay, let's see what the bullshit is. Your Excellency, there's nothing we can do. Naturally, no one who wields power imagines themselves as a child playing with knives. An undelivered letter. It has taken me a long time to write this letter, though my mind has never ceased its vigilance. You know as well as I that I have spent my life mastering the concealment of intent, approaching even the unknown with a scholar's patience. You know, too, why I have worked to prevent conflict, not from idealism, but because I have seen what war truly leaves behind. Long before the Foundation, long before the storm rose. My principles have often led me to aid or forge alliances with adversaries. I have long sought to create a balance between humans and Arcanus. I firmly believe that force is a tool, nothing more, and its misuse brings only chaos. While we may bear a fraction of the consequences, ordinary lives carry the rest. I have acted with care, and for that I have been called a dove, a label I dismiss. My concern has never been for title or comfort, only for what we must endure. Xeno's defection is largely credited with the rise of the Hawks. The committee members, wary and distrustful, sought to establish a military force directly under Foundation control. Meanwhile, the storm has transplanted us back to a time dominated by warfare. Rias' philosophy runs contrary to our values, and the traditions that preserve a fragile equilibrium. His contingency plan would only threaten security but collapse. Should we provoke governments, forsake our mediating role, or course allegiance, how could the Foundation survive the storm, Manus Vindictate, or the world itself? And yet, I cannot deny that Krios has succeeded, though his triumph chills me more than it assures. Hill 299 is secured. 8 divisions have been withdrawn from the frontline trenches. Soldiers untrained against arcane assault survive where they would otherwise have perished. Only 100,000 lives were spared. Nearly. All achieved under the shadow of his contingency plan. None can dispute the effectiveness of his actions, but effectiveness is not wisdom. The currents he has unleashed will embolden the reckless. Those who were once cautious may now lean toward the Hawks. The balance we have preserved hangs by the thinnest of threads. When the battlefield dispatches arrived, I understood the inevitable. People will now march willingly into chaos, blind to the storm gathering beneath their feet. Heart's commendation. We take a strong stance against the abuse of alchemy on the battlefield, especially those that have not undergone through thorough experimentations. Formula experts. Living bone buds, withered mandrake leaves, owl feathers, turpentine, burned in an airtight container. Oily volatile liquid carries a moss-like scent, weakly soluble in water, but readily absorbed by animal fat, causes immediate nervous system damage, including tremors, aphasia, mania, delirium, and muscle paralysis. In rare instances, it may temporarily increase arcane abilities. Jack jumper ants, inchman ant sulfur, processed in acid-treated belladonna juice using a mithril as a catalyst. Colorless gas with the faint garlic smell that often gets hidden by other odors. Slightly acidic, easily soluble in water, and potentially explosive at high concentrations. Causes acute liver and kidney injuries and mucus injuries, with particularly strong effects on humans. Suriname toads, bloodroots, brown algae, shed snake skin, heat to 150 Fahrenheit while adding chlorine gas. Deep purple gas with a sharp, irritating smell, slightly soluble in water, slightly denser than air, and easily decomposes when exposed to light. Causes lacrimation and coughing. Pulmonary edema occurs within 2 to 3 minutes of inhalation. Both humans and Arcanists may experience hallucinations after exposure. Just talking about poisons that get used in this setting. The Pardon. Coffee, pastries, family, memories of simpler times, and an ominous chain. After yet another night passes, the hidden chapel once again welcomes the light of day. Time passes, reaching near to midday, and the grassy courtyard holds its quiet with a patient born of humility. The awaited figure finally appears at the forest's edge. She spent the night tending to her wounds.
My Marie, thou hast returned.
She holds back the urge to embrace her family. Her arms are filled with a silver tray of coffee and pastries.
Coffee?
Oui, just to thy liking. No milk, no sugar. There are also vanilla macarons and Mont Blanc besides.
The bright colors of the pastries feel all the more surreal for the darkness she has gone through. Sentinel takes the warm coffee from her aunt's hands and takes a small sip in disbelief. Of course, it's far from the quality of a Parisian cafe, but at this moment it is more than enough.
Where did you get these desserts?
The woman clasps her hands together, wearing a faint, bittersweet smile.
Oh, who is here, mon petit chou?
Sentinel takes notice of the tall figure stepping into view, a face she has not seen for a long time.
Mayan.
Who the fuck are you?
Father.
Huh?
What brought you here?
A pardon hath been issued by the President. Thou art free. As for Ladislas, he is gravely ill. His stubbornness was ever bound to lead to trouble.
He ends the topic with mild discontent.
To answer thy question, I am here to gather ye. We are to depart.
So, you are now the leader of the clan?
Oh, thank you for the follow. 5-layer bean burrito. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well, having a good day.
Verily, after all we have suffered under this war, someone must lead the Tenebron family's reconstruction. I seek to re-establish contact with those of our kin with whom we have lost fellowship. The hand of Manus Vindicte has not yet fallen upon Paris. I have purchased a number of dwellings on Montmartre. They are to be our temporary homes until the conflict between the Manus and the Foundation reaches its end.
Oh, thank you so much. I actually have a few of them made by the same artist. Some different flavors. Let me at her actually. Oh fuck, what's my command? Hello Orca, welcome back. Shut up. Moiselle. Okay, I got it right. Your power went out? Are you having the issue where your computer's just dying again? Or was this just legitimately your whole power? The Tenebron Patriarch makes an imperturbable gesture as he turns to face Agnes. Whole town?
Agnes
Goddamn.
shall be sent to our cemetery in Rouen.
Cemetery?
She cannot or will not accept the words.
But Agnes is not dead. She's simply... Ladislas said there was a reason behind her.
Marianne raises her eyes and meets her father's mournful gaze.
This is what comes of disrespecting tradition, Marianne. Thou wert too easily swayed by Ladislas's maddened words.
Just being away from any civilization for a bit.
He lied to us?
Nay, I believe not that such was his intent. He was simply too fervent in his pursuit of Gnosis. There is no record in the family archives that suggests any sort of prophecy should befall our kin in so strange a form. Agnes's condition is the result of a tragic accident, nothing more. There is no divine meaning behind it whatsoever.
Really? This is the reveal they do? This is the reveal that she's been dead the whole time? Oh, oh, Sentinel, you're so fucking broken. Oh, you need so much fucking therapy. Oh, and you're gaslit this whole time. Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh.
Her fear of the war was too great. She simply faltered in the casting of her arcane skill and petrified her body to the core. That is all. I know well that Agnes meant a great deal to both Ladislas and thee, but she was only an ordinary child. She was not an angel descended from heaven. Though it doth bring sorrow for me to say, we must all come to accept that no miracle shall ever come to Agnes. She will forever remain a statue.
He reaches out to take his daughter's shoulder, already bearing too many burdens. The conversation falls away into pensive silence before the statue of Agnes. He is the first to leave, attending to more pressing matters. Several moving trucks are already parked outside the church. Trembling chains pierce the air.
Marianne, thou hast returned. How?
He staggers forward as if pushed by some invisible force, drawing closer to Sentinel. In his palm lays a chain that glints coldly in the sunlight.
Merde. I thought father was only... Have you truly fallen ill?
That I have. But what of thee, Marianne? Art thou not in a condition far graver than my own? Or art thou simply too blind to see it?
He babbles on. With every word his madness grows. There seems to be no trace of his old humility. Humility left.
Thy soul is stained with the wickedness of sin. Thou art as miserable as I. Oh, Lord, I can smell the stench of hell upon thee. Thou hast passed through the gates of hell and returned. Marianne, how wretched.
You are ill, Ladislas. Gravely so. Take a moment's rest in the quiet of a sanatorium upon reaching Barry, won't you? It ought to do you good.
Ladislas squints like a child sharing a secret.
Perhaps I shall. But thou wilt not return with us, wilt thou?
I am yet undecided. Perhaps I will.
Nay. Nay. Thou must not. Thou must never return.
Why?
I see that which others cannot, and I see it in thee. Thou art not who thou once was. Inside thee, there is A demon. The demon which doth linger in our veins. It hath opened its eyes, its wretched eyes.
Ladislas howls in pain, his body shaken violently. The chain in his hand clatters and rings.
Thou cannot return, cannot turn back, for there is no path left for thee. But I desire not more than to aid thee, my dear cousin. Yea, I shall help us all, but most especially thee, to atone for my transgressions.
The shaking stops, and all at once he bows with a gesture of utter submission, presenting the chain before her.
Ladislas. These shackles are a soul-binding chain, a cage, yea, but I beg thee accept them, and I shall devote my life to prayer over thee, both night and day, that thy soul shall not be shaded in eternal darkness. May thy blood be washed clean one day. May it nourish the soil when thou art laid to rest. May thy journey to hell yet be graced by God's mercy.
Another not-so-light burden to serve as a constant reminder of the limits of evil.
And if I refuse these shackles?
It mattereth not. I shall pray for thee still, as I have ever done.
A sudden impulse moves her to look at the statue of Agnes. At last, she takes the chain. The metal hangs in her hand, its weight feels far greater than its size would merit.
Dis à mon père que je ne reviendrai pas.
Tell my father that I will not return.
Tant que le véritable conflit ne sera pas terminé.
Until the true conflict is brought to an end. How would you calculate the distance between two reuniting parties? Marianne, I hope you understand why I couldn't say goodbye properly, as I understood when you did the same. By the time I finally learned where you had gone, you were already deep underground, facing poisonous gases. Anyway, I just want this letter to reach you safely. The 12th required a medic, and although I sensed there was something distinct about this squad, I accepted. It would keep me on the front lines longer, and Mr. Craeus' invitation could not have been more timely. Of course, this means I had to leave immediately with the squad. We're moving to the Eastern Front soon, where some of my comrades are reportedly stationed. While I am now part of the 12th, I've been granted permission to operate independently in the Eastern region for a while. I'm hoping to locate some of my former comrades from my order to see if they might be interested in joining the Foundation. Marianne, I know your family has an unusual constitution. You might think overly cautious, but I have to say this. After prolonged combat in poisonous gas conditions, you really should get a full medical examination. Wishing you all the best, Marcia. A filthy, torn-up doll lies abandoned in a corner of the monastery. None of the gargoyles ever paid it any mind, yet it was packed with the rest of their luggage. It'll never be again some little girl's favorite toy, but maybe it'll find a new home on a windowsill in the sun. Gargoyles seldom change, yet they've known nothing but upheaval. As long as the fires of war burn, Sentinel feels unable to truly return home. Her father arrives to share their family's plans for the future, including moving to Paris. He also explains the truth behind the past incident affecting their kin. Marianne says nothing, but she has already chosen her path, not to Paris, to the next battlefield. A tiny fraction of those names. Yeah, Charon. My favorite guy. A completed mountain, though only a mere fraction of what death truly claims. Oh my god, he's awakened. It left everything behind. A coat, a helmet, a pair of boots, a butterfly-covered notebook. Everything that once belonged to a young man named Paul.
Your war is over, Paul.
His belongings are fittingly buried at the last grave, beside the major who died atop the hill. A clatter of hooves approaches from the road.
Andreas?
The name is whispered softly as if not to disturb those resting here. The sound stops where gravel meets the mush of mud and snowmelt. A black horse breaks the veil of mist and approaches. The horse exhales a comforting snort, leaning in, yearning for his hand.
Good boy. You have been gone for a long time. Off to dangerous places again to search for your lost friends? It seems luck has been on your side. You have dodged danger time and again amidst the slaughter. But I cannot help but worry that one day a stray bullet will pierce you, or a poison gas will choke you.
The horse lowers its head.
Harshness is not my intention, Andreas, but I am grateful that you have returned to my side, hale and whole.
They look eastward, toward the rising sun where ominous clouds gather.
Es ist Zeit. The next destination is a distant one. Your help will be appreciated.
Andreas tilts its head to one side, signaling its master's attention to the youth as arrive behind them.
Mr. Charon, is this your horse?
Where's Meryl? My cat's snoring. I can hear her. The grim figure turns his head toward the source of the question.
In a sense, young man.
Oh, then it's nothing. He showed up near Montpellier all by himself, so I followed him here to see if he might be connected to Manus Vindictae.
The Foundation is still in Montpellier.
We'll head off soon, along with the soldiers, to a safer position. By the way, do you know where Blackbird is?
Blackbird?
Oh, I mean Meryl. The girl who went to the front with you. I haven't been able to get in touch with her since the Manus attacked. Where could she be? I just hope she hasn't gotten herself into any serious trouble.
She is alive and well.
A surprise. The young man's eyes alight with joy.
She is? Where did you see her?
That I cannot tell.
His glee deems as Parvian adjusts to the unexpected refusal.
Why?
She does not wish to be found.
What? She doesn't want to come back with us?
Correct. She is afraid of the war that lies ahead. Bloodshed, carnage. She was unprepared to witness such harrowing scenes. She requested I not reveal her whereabouts to the Foundation. In fact, she demanded a promise.
I don't understand. How could you just let her go like that? Isn't she more likely to run into danger if she's on her own? And leaving like this, she'll be marked as a deserter. Oh no.
I know little of your rules. But a promise was made, and her reasoning is understandable. It is her right to turn away from her fear, just as it is anyone else's.
The young man never thought about how to cope with such a situation. He scratches his head, at last arriving at a simple conclusion.
Fine. At least she's still alive. But I can't leave her alone out there. I'll find a way to track her down.
The voice is clear and certain. He is willing and able, no matter how daunting the task ahead.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Charon. Goodbye.
He sets off on the road back to Monpa. They watch him together, horse and rider, as he disappears into the woods.
Has he gone?
Yes.
The girl leaps out from the grass.
Why did you tell him that I'm still alive?
You did not request that it be kept a secret.
Fine.
He nods his assent and begins to shuffle away. Andreas snorts as it circles between them. Meryl pats the horse's cheek.
Charon.
Huh?
Actually, I wasn't serious, you know, when I said I wanted to become a gravekeeper here.
Hey, what's up, Shady? You can choke Orca out more. That's fine.
The dead need no company, and every tombstone will one day fall to decay. In the end, time will pull us all into the sea of oblivion. Nothing in this world is immortal.
The young girl scratches at the fabric covering her face. The tension of being a deserter seems to make her skin itch.
Right. Well, anyway, the gravekeeper joke was a bad one, I admit it. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not sure where to go next. I mean, who else can I depend on besides the Foundation? I definitely don't want to get caught by Manus Vindictae, that's for sure. Trust me, you don't want to know what they were doing in Antarctica. Oh, not the Antarctica in this era, the one from before. Anyway, my point is, I can't deal with them on my own. But I can still do something, like dealing with troublemaking critters. So, if you need that kind of help, maybe we can travel together. I trust you.
My path will have little safety.
That's all right. I'll just run off when danger comes.
In that case, follow me. We will take a detour to avoid entering territories under the Foundation's surveillance.
He retrieves the familiar chocolates from his coat. They're all melted and cool to the touch, despite having been kept so close to his body.
If you're hungry, these can be returned to you. Andreas will carry you, should you go tired.
The soldier who has at last escaped war nods with joy.
Got it!
The revision to the Storm Reformation Act has been added to the agenda, and the committee will soon begin the next round of discussion. You'll need to attend the meetings as well. Recent events have given the Hawks a stronger voice, and they are in favor of expanding the authority and budget of Team Timekeeper. Stay ready, Burton.
Understood.
Foundation staff and committee members hurry through the hallway. Just as they exit Ms. Z's office, they're met with a familiar voice.
Timekeeper?
Were you waiting for me?
No, just a happy coincidence. I'm glad to know that you remember me.
Of course. Your decisiveness saved the lives of many soldiers on the battlefield.
I also heard that the Doves agreed to further implement your frontline contingency plan after the Monpei crisis was resolved.
Huh. I'm surprised to see you're interested in politics.
I'm not interested, just informed.
Creyus brushes aside the topic without comment.
I've been wanting to speak with you since our last meeting was cut short, but this certainly isn't the place for a proper conversation either. Contact me if you're interested. I have some very valuable information for you, I'm sure, both about the Foundation and about Erd.
Seeing the expected reaction, he smiles and hands over an envelope.
I look forward to hearing from you. I'm sure we will make excellent collaborators.
Excuse me, Timekeeper.
Sonetto rushes over, looking at the red-haired man with a mix of suspicion and confusion.
Oh, Mr. Creyus, do you have an urgent matter you'd like to discuss with the Timekeeper? I can arrange a meeting for you if necessary.
No need for that. I was just saying hello. Until next time. Timekeeper. Miss Sonetto.
He gives a nod, slight but confident, then takes his leave.
Timekeeper, is there something wrong?
It's nothing. You seem a little anxious, Sonetto. What's the matter?
Sonetto takes out her communicator.
Timekeeper, you need to look at this. It's an important message.
Sent from Lilia?
I've been on a mission on the Eastern Front, under the direct orders of Admiral Som.
It's so cute.
Guess what I found, Capitan? An Xeno outpost without... From the looks of it, I think it's the rebels. I can tell in more detail. Call me back as soon as you can.
What was that? The message ends in a burst of static.
I tried to contact Miss Lilia after receiving the message, but I couldn't get through. She mentioned Xeno rebels. This is worrying.
Could it be Igor? Lilia might be in trouble. Sonetto, I think we'd better pay another visit to Madame Z.
Good chapter. Good chapter. Intelligence may be priceless, but it never comes free. Burn after reading. Due to unexpected circumstances, I had temporary access to an incomplete report. But while the information it contained was too fragmented to understand the complete situation, it did reveal one fact. Xeno and the Foundation have been secretly working on storm research. This work is entirely separate from any known research and lies beyond the scope of security clearance. What is particularly concerning is that the majority of Foundation staff and LaPlace personnel appear completely unaware of these covert operations. The mere existence of such hidden activities is, in itself, deeply concerning. To incomplete report without information it contained was too fragmented to understand. They're secretly working on storm research. Not sure what that means for the future.
I'm sorry, but I think it's time you left. There will be little more to see here.
See you next time.
Next time? Are you so intrigued by the life of a pension-drawn widow? I would decline, but my upbringing demands otherwise. How unfortunate. Well, perhaps it's better to drink dirty water beneath the eaves than to eat dust on the battlefield. That is all. Hurry along to the Eastern Front. Check on your friend. I will pray for her.
Alright, let's get our Spent casings. Everything else should just be, yeah, hard modes. Oh hell yeah! I would recommend it. I like this game. Yeah, that is a good point. I was just doing like the latest story chapters. But at the same time, since I'm done with that, I won't really be streaming again until the next like story event comes out. Well, streaming this game. Oh, this is Sentinels. I only have 13 hours to do this. What do you mean? What do you mean I only have 13 hours to do this? Okay, well, I know what I'm doing when I wake up after I go to sleep. All right. Wait, let me go back. So I did like this arc. My favorite episode. This was my favorite episode. Without a doubt. I thought the conversation that they had was great. It did pretty good in going into how people view going into war to begin with that are not aware of what like war is actually like and the effect that it can have on people. Eberhard's farewell was very good. Charon's letter that he wrote to their teacher was also very good. I've got no real complaints about that specific like chapter. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. I thought it was phenomenal. All right, and Charon should be coming out tonight. So I have not that many resources. I don't got that. I don't got that much. I don't got that much in the tank. Let me convert my stuff actually. Okay, so I got 50 rolls. I should be able to hit at least the 50-50 between the rabbits they'll be giving later on tonight. And then I still have to finish the hard versions of the story chapters. But I'm calling it good right there. Because I need to go pick up my meds. And then I need to go to sleep. Ooh, Odessa streaming. We can just write into Odessa. Which is pretty thematic. Odessa is a gargoyle VTuber. We just finished playing a chapter where one of the main characters was a gargoyle. And she is currently playing Dispatch. I really don't know that much about this game.
Just because you're silent doesn't mean everything else is. If you lie down flat among the grass,
the right person. But yeah, we're gonna be raiding into Odessa. She's a VTuber just like I am. She's a gargoyle.
The tree roots
I think she's cool.
Beneath you, the gentle flow of a mountain stream.
Yeah,
and the
not really much to
whispers
say
of the
besides that.
Mother Spirit.
Next time I will be streaming. Not sure about that. That is still up in the air, as it usually kind of always is. But I'm not sure if I want to keep playing a little bit more of Yakuza 7 or because I got Time Stranger, so I might boot that up, just start playing that. I might also just look through my Steam page, Steam library, see if I have like any short horror games I can play, since I didn't actually play anything for October. Corpse Party is on sale. If I have some extra money, maybe I'll just pick that up. But also, I just been looking at like story overviews for all the Corpse Party games and like what the hell happens, what is going on, what is going on with the other games. But yeah, until then, you guys have a good day, have a good night, have a good what happens to be for you, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye. Stream ending. There we go.